podcast.
Breaking France!
Holding it for you.
I swear to God, that's what they said.
With what? With the oil?
No.
Oh,
You don't
91.
remember it?
No.
You don't remember they had a C-130, the ramp was down, and they were on these pallets of gold.
Where in Iraq? And okay,
No,
you gotta
in the
understand for context. Explain because we're live.
Desert Storm 91.
Oh God. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you were in that. I forget. Jesus.
They rolled up pallets of gold, not in a crate, so you could see the gold bars.
There's a lot of pictures getting out in the last week or so. There was like an article or something that came out again.
Anyway, it was flying from the U.S. and they said, "Well, we're sending it to Iraq." I was like, "Why are we sending it to Iraq?" We were holding it for them. I was like, "The fuck we were."
What?
We were not holding gold for Iraq. We weren't buddies. We weren't close enough. Like, hey, watch this while I get a divorce. Okay,
Watch
this. This is not what happened. Okay.
Hollywood made a movie about it in the 90s, Three Kings.
Oh, with Clooney.
Yeah,
George
Clooney. Yeah,
yeah,
Clooney.
that was based off that.
That was a. Oh, I watched that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was about.
So they take the U.S. gold back.
Oh,
So
what
it
you're
wasn't
saying
there.
is Iraq has all our gold.
No, we took it back.
We got it from them.
Yeah, we took it back.
Yeah, in 91, we found Saddam's stash
And his golden toilet.
that like they found it in like
How do you think
it
he made the
looks
golden
like
toilet? He took.
You want to know something wild? I know someone that has a piece of tile
You told me about
from that. Yeah, you know who it is. Don't say it because we gotta wait. It has a piece of tile from when he was there in 03. And he has a video of him removing the perfect tile, putting it in a bag, going, "This is going home." And that person still has that tile. It was legal. It was legal because TSA didn't fucking fuck with him.
my platoon swam in Saddam's pool, so I got the bacteria permanent.
Oh yeah, because of the
Yeah.
We also were there.
My
when,
question: who was the first one to get to Saddam Hussein's palace? Found the gold toilet, and then when the commander shows up, he goes like, "Is it true he had a golden toilet?"
Delta.
Nope.
Delta. It was
Nope.
the Delta guys.
Yeah, and they're
It
like,
was Delta.
I
It was,
was-
it
I
was,
hope probably.
It was the Bora Bora guy.
I'm just saying.
the fucking wild guy. What's his name?
It's
Shooting
just-
guy.
"Is it true he had a golden toilet?"
McPhee.
McPhee. I think it was McPhee who was there first. I
But
think
anyway,
so.
I that's why I would have said, "It's like, was it true he had a golden toilet?" That's fucking bullshit. They didn't have a golden
What do you
toilet.
do though? Like,
What do you have?
do?
He had a hole in the floor.
But you gotta have a video. Of it, is what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna
no,
take
if
something
I'm going to
like
take
that,
something, I'm not recording it.
Gold is
How are
soft.
you gonna prove? How are you gonna prove that that's that?
When I melt it to a bar, nobody's going to fucking care.
Yeah, dude. But
Melted-
it's historical.
Melted
Why
to a
would
bar. Have you
melt
seen
it?
John McPhee? He just needs a hatchet.
Yeah,
Gold
bro.
is soft.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's a toilet.
what I'm
Like
saying-
that's
You know how
thin.
easy
But
it
what
is
I'm
to melt
saying
gold
is-
into a bar?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like
He's like, "Where'd you do it?" "I got it out of the creek."
Yeah, dude.
You know
but
how
it's
long
the
I've been doing?
historical. It's the historical value of it.
No,
like,
no.
yo, this is.
I
from
wasn't
such-
grabbing it for historical value.
You.
Yeah, no.
I
Eric's
grabbed the
gonna
toilet.
make it-
lid.
Eric's
I'm
gonna
grabbing
make
the
it into a
toilet in the
bidet.
back. And I'm going.
Eric's gonna make it into a fucking bidet, and he's just gonna.
That's
wipe
one of
his
the
ass
things
with it.
about precious metal. They say is once you melt it down and reform it, you have no idea where it came from.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah,
Like you could do a molecular,
Blood
I think a
diamonds?
molecular
blood
scan or
diamonds?
something like that. But you like I don't. If it's
That's why
pure
they-
gold, like you're not gonna know.
That's why they quit making silver coins. You know that
Really? I didn't know that.
the
What
coins,
do you mean?
the silver was worth more than the coin's face value.
Oh, that's why they in
So they
1964.
melted it.
That's why
Yep, the quarters.
yeah,
The
So
quarters
they
were
melted it
90%
and made
silver.
these silver bricks, and they sold the bricks.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can
they
still do
were-
that now. You can each 1964 and earlier. I think you can get between $3 and $5 for each quarter if you sell them right now.
Fuck that.
Now,
I'm keeping
but
that.
before
I'm
a
keeping
quarter,
that.
Was a quarter
a quarter was worth a quarter. But if you melted it down, if
Yeah,
you sold it just
because
for
it's still
silver,
90% silver.
If you just melt it down, the silver were worth twice that much at least.
Oh, it's worth more than that now.
Before
Right
we get
now,
out of hand, because I know how this goes. Welcome back to Cody, everybody. Cody's been a guest. This is like your third time, I think. It's your third time or something. Cody's like,
Third
I don't
time.
give a fuck. I just enjoy it.
I come here for the
you
food.
call, I show up.
come over here for the food.
For the people that don't know why we're dressed so weirdly and I have a gold crown on me, this is our Three Holy Magi episode, or Three Holy Kings, however
Three
you
Holy
want to
Kings.
say it. Three Holy Kings, Three Holy Magis. And normally what we do is we talk a little bit about everything.
say
we talk
mad
about
guys?
Magi.
Oh,
Magi,
I thought-
that's the name. I'm saying that right, motherfucker. There's no ESL.
no, I
there.
thought you said
Magi.
mad guys.
No, Magi.
Magi.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
Magi.
bad. It's Magi. Yeah,
Magi. I thought you said mad guys. It's like I guess they were mad following.
I said
what do you guys
Puerto
do?
Rican.
I'm following
Give 'em
a
a break.
star.
I meant to
Is
say
it-
MAGA, I guess, you know. So for the people listening, if you're back
The three
with us,
mega kings.
no. We are not. You're not doing that to me today. For the people that are listening, welcome
America
back.
only.
If this is new to you, please go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button. And I'm going to start out with your gift because you already gave me my gift. I got
Yes, I
you
did.
a PlayStation gift card, good sir.
Nice. Look at that.
I figured you've been trying to get Sea of Thieves.
I did get that.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
It was
fuck.
on sale for $10.
Oh, so then we can play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's
a lot of work. It's like you're back in the Navy, isn't it?
You have to carry one item at a time. It's like, who made this fucking rule?
Yeah. And then you gotta.
It's like, who wrote this down? I have two hands. I have pockets. I can carry more than one item.
I watched you play, and I was,
dude. It's a wild.
And then
game.
if you die, all that hard work. See,
Yeah,
the
goes to
first time
shit.
I played, I went to this island, and there was this blue spirit thing, that tried to kill me, so I killed it. And then you know what popped up? This crab monster.
Oh, the Kraken.
No,
Oh, was
on
it a
land,
Kraken?
on
On land?
land,
Yeah, no,
this
the
crab
Kraken's on
monster covered in diamonds, and I was like, and he's in the video game, he's taller than me, I can tell, and I'm like, I'm fucked. So I swim out to the boat because you can't, just go up to the.
Let me guess, Megalodon caught you.
And then that big shark,
Yep.
as I'm swimming back, shows up. I was like,
Yep.
that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Bro, the first when that game
all that
came
treasure
out,
that I got, because I had to carry all the treasure.
yeah, it goes away.
One at a time.
Goes away.
And it goes away. I had to swim with a skull in my hand to get back to the ship to put a encrusted skull of jewels,
Dude.
and
I'm
it has
telling
the
you.
name of like No Mercy Booty or whatever his
No
name is.
Mercy Booty. I don't think we're playing the same game.
last game I played was New Vegas on 360. So
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I don't think
Dear Lord, we need to get you a gaming console, bro. What the fuck? Need to
you
get
don't
you
own
this-
anything anymore.
I mean, kinda. You can still buy discs. It's just people prefer to buy shit digitally.
it's sometimes it's cheaper
No,
to
the
get
discs don't work.
No, the
The
disc
disc-
works. I have one in the living room in my house that has a,
My
a
disc
My,
works.
my baby mama's got the new PS4 system. Like the disc is just a passcode, and it's all downloaded after that.
The
and-
PS4 or the PS5?
Whatever the newest one is, I
The
don't.
Five. That's what
PS5.
you have.
I have the 5.
Yeah.
So
But the 4s don't work on the 5 no matter what they say, because I downloaded.
yeah, that they
Batman-
ran.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
I
that's the
downloaded
other
the
thing.
Batman
It's
one.
not
Just
backward
said
compatible.
For PS4,
And
and it goes like, "This is for PS4." It's like, I know that. Fucking play it. And they're like, "This is for PS4." It's like,
So-
I fucking know that. Why'd you let me download it?
Jesus.
Why'd you let me download it, you asshole?
So I would have to pay for internet for my house then, and then I
Yep.
have to buy the system,
Yep.
and then I have to buy the disc, which is just a passcode, and then I have to buy a monthly subscription.
Not
You don't
with
have to buy a
Xbox.
monthly subscription.
Not with Xbox. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to play online,
Not with PlayStation.
PlayStation, you can play online. Xbox, you get the Game Pass.
You can play
Simply
offline.
because-
But most of the new games don't work unless you're online.
That's not true. You can play RPGs like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Like I play a lot of RPGs. Octopath Zero, which is like an RPG. Which, by the way, before I forget, in case you didn't know, oh my god, I forgot.
Sounds
One
like
of
a
one of our
hentai.
guests, Octopath Traveler, is an RPG from. Hold on, I don't want to.
About an octopus in a school, right?
I was thinking,
That's one, Cody. That's one.
I was thinking
You get
James
20
Bond.
more. It's done by Square Enix, right? And it's the prequel story to like Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Heath Martin is in that game. He's one of the guests and the guy who coaches me on voice acting. Like he's in that game. I haven't finished it because I'm playing Octopath 2, but he's in that game. Really good game too. It's like a 2D side scroll RPG. It's the
Okay.
best way I can describe it. It's like
So,
playing Legend of Mana.
I'm just wondering, can they make a game of the Three Kings where they go across the desert following a star?
Is that all you do?
I thought that was Oregon Trail.
Well, no, they
That's what I'm saying,
eventually
Oregon
they
Trail?
eventually find Jesus.
Well, yeah, that's Oregon Trail. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Well, if you're with the Dahmer party,
If you're
No,
with the
no, you
top-
could just do everything right in the last 10 minutes. You died of whatever.
I mean, some die sooner than others, but I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ.
Giardia. You made it all the way to California. You got Giardia the last 10 miles. You're dead.
Oh, that would suck.
That was most
would
of the game.
suck.
That was mostly
Giardia's not well. Yeah, back in the day, Giardia could kill you. Nowadays, Giardia's just you just get a little blood in your stool
I did
and
order.
a lot of pain in your stomach.
I did
The
play
fuck
Dead
are you
Space.
drinking?
No, it was in Iraq. We got Giardia in Iraq. A lot of guys in second platoon got Giardia because we had chai tea from Amaria. Oh, that was
Who was it?
you. What you're Eric? You're gonna have to explain to the people watching what you're wearing. I can explain my crown. I'm the best of the three Magi, which is the one who brought Jesus gold.
I don't know. I think I have the biggest cross, so
I
out Jesus you.
You look like a whitewashed.
I'm just saying, if you were going to be a Christian rapper, this is what you wear.
You would.
You look Irish.
Yeah.
An Irish Christian rapper.
You look like a reject from Lord of the Rings, is what you look like right now.
They wouldn't let me join the company.
Samwise got old.
I do like the bling though. Like I almost took it and then you put it on. You're like, no, fuck you. And I was like, I'll wear the Wonder Woman crown, I guess.
It suits you. Yeah.
It makes me look distinguished.
You should have left the star on it.
Trademark. I don't want DC coming after me now that Netflix kind of owns DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, James Gunn is
So
But
Batman's
pretty-
gonna have a boyfriend soon.
No, I
pretty.
said Netflix, not Hulu. Hulu is owned majority by Disney. Disney owns over 60% of the shares in Hulu. Yeah.
And Hulu would definitely sue you because Disney would make.
Oh, Hulu would fucking 100% fucking. They wouldn't even send a cease and desist. They'd be like, "Listen, motherfucker,
I haven't
You owe
had
us
either
this
one
much."
since before COVID.
What the fuck?
we did get a cease and desist.
Like,
I spent 2 days sitting in the woods, almost killed a deer the other day.
that is true. You sent me a picture the other day. What season is it? Is it like bow season or what is it?
Bow season from
It's bow.
September 15th to January 15th.
You can do, depending where you're at, or you used to be, you can use shotgun.
That's only this weekend, and it ends tonight.
Oh, it does end tonight?
Yep.
And there was one, and this differs between different states. There was rifle, but you had to be in a tree stand, an elevated position, so that you shot down.
No, not anymore.
They
No,
don't do that
They
anymore.
changed
Nope.
that? Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Explain
so-
that. Explain that.
so September 15th, bow season opens.
Does that
Oh,
include the
hold on.
cross?
No, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
that includes
Hold on.
recurve, compound, crossbow.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for Missouri.
Yes, this is
Yes,
for
this
Missouri.
is for the state of Missouri hunting laws. Google them yourself, but go ahead and explain it. 'Cause I know someone's going
you
look
can
at
go to
this.
Walmart's sporting goods section and it's a free pamphlet. You can just get it and look it up. Like
Yeah.
they hand
And
them
if
out.
you're a veteran or active military, you can get a free hunting license, unless they've changed it.
They've changed it.
Did they change
What?
it?
Yeah.
Really?
They've changed it. Bow tags, $18, and you get 2 does. And then after that, it's $7 a doe, however many you can put on the ground, unlimited animals
For doe?
for does.
No,
But
Why?
they don't do buck.
Why,
because
though?
the state's overpopulated, most
They're trying to reduce the population.
most hunters hunt bucks. You get 2 buck tags a year. You can get a bow buck tag and then a rifle season buck tag.
Was
So
that
Yeah.
like 100 pounds probably of meat?
depends on
it
the
depends
buck.
on the buck.
But minimum for a buck, a
I mean,
small one, you're looking at 50 pounds of red meat.
That's one with it's small antlers. I mean,
Yeah.
most people are looking for,
Yeah, they're trophy hunting. They're not looking for meat.
Yeah,
Most,
I just want meat.
no, but
but it's nice when you get one that has like a decent 6-pointer.
yeah, you feel good. You're like, I'm the big man, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's
Yeah, I
meat.
just want meat. I just
Yeah,
want meat.
no,
because it's red meat.
I still eat it. I didn't matter.
Oh no,
It's
Eric's
just-
gonna
no.
eat it, but he's gonna jerk off to the freaking.
Yeah, no,
just
but
to the
that-
antlers.
But
I mean,
that's most hunters. They're like, ooh, big, shiny, I want. And it's like, I don't care. I want, but so I
What
went
else
about
can
it
we
a
hunt?
different way. When I started hunting again, I started with a compound, but everything went wrong with it. Like I was at full draw on a deer, and all of a sudden the sights would just, and it's like, so everything went wrong with it with technology and
what
hunting.
what were you using?
It was an old Matthews that I picked up, and like I grew up hunting. Like
I'm just
as far-
saying that
so-
the ones I'm used to is the ones like 80s, 90s.
well, that's
And you have to use
they're totally different today. Totally,
Are
di-
they?
the ones in the 80s and 90s they act more like trebuchets than the ones nowadays. The ones nowadays are pseudo rifles. They're throwing that
Because I had
arrow
like a
at
70-pound draw on it.
How fast do they go?
like minimum for a modern arrow, you're looking at 300 feet a second.
Fuck.
Yeah, mine would shoot around 300 feet per second. But
Yeah,
you had
but back in the
70
day, you're shooting a heavy aluminum arrow, so it's dropping faster. Nowadays, they're
Yeah,
shooting.
it does. You have to worry about the drop. Yeah.
There is no drop nowadays. Between
What?
50 and 60
Are you
yards.
using the carbine
Yes,
arrows?
with carbon arrows, there's almost no drop unless you got a really heavy head. So I had a whole bunch of problems with technology. So I went a different route. I picked up a stick and I started learning instinctual shooting. And for the last 5 years, I haven't gotten in a tree. I've been on the ground in a ghillie with a 50-inch, 60-pound recurve.
I've seen your ghillie.
Like,
A lot of fucking work.
I
It is
do
a
it
lot
the
of work.
hardest, most
is a
retarded
lot
way
of work.
possible.
You should go to this place sometime.
You think it's hard work. It's not. People are retarded and pay out the money like they do for all tools.
That's because you and I have been taught how to set up a ghillie. But most people they don't even know what a ghillie is. They think it's a.
I got a general idea how to do a ghillie.
He's really good at it.
So I've been doing this thing where archery is like jujitsu. Most people have only learned one form of it, and it's the Olympic form that has come out where they stand, they draw, and they shoot. I got the old Chinese war archery books, the old.
Oh, you can't be saying the C word here.
Oh,
Be careful. Yeah.
oh.
Eric starts.
He'll start twitching a bit.
Okay. Triggers. He's like trying to twitch.
I heard the
No,
thump
I
on
like
the
the
table.
stuff I get from China. What are you talking?
I like this.
So I got that. I got the
You get
the
those
old. I
cheap
got the old
Pokemon
Arab
from there.
archery
Yeah.
manual where in the beginning of it, it's like if you're not Islamic, you need to go to hell for reading this. Like it's still in there. I got the Korean manual.
Does it say
So-
Salam Alaikum when you like start reading?
Oh, yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
it's
That's wild.
it's a manual from the 1500s.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
they hunt
wild.
different
So it's-
deer
it's-
there too.
Did they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were two-legged deer and they were called Christians. So even
Also,
with, so
they
I,
have
the
they
way
also have
that
a
I
deer
hunt,
with teeth.
Moving along.
No, they have a
so
deer with
the
vampire
way
teeth.
that
That's in Korea.
the way that my
Exactly, he
archery
said Korea.
works
Oh,
is
South Korea. Okay, my bad. I didn't hear that. part.
it's Korea because
They're still in the same. The deer didn't.
Yeah, the deer go back.
they didn't
and
kick all the
forth.
deer out of North Korea, going like, "You can't live here no more."
Well,
They didn't.
no,
the-
no, they ate them all and they won't.
They ate
The
them,
government
they
won't let anyone
yeah, they
have
won't
it.
let anyone have it.
But-
Yeah.
So all the different places, the different styles, like even Native American styles to Japanese, their longbow style. There's similarities that. Oh.
That's my.
Who messed up
boys.
on his own
I'm
podcast?
So sorry. I'm so sorry for that.
So most
I
of
turn
these
my
different
phone down.
styles, you can do things with the bow that most people don't think of. You look up Lars Anderson real quick. He's got a bunch of shorts that are really awesome, and he goes back to how they all instinctual and how they do it.
Well, he does it like like you see the sharpshooters with a pistol.
But
He'll throw something
it's
up and shoot it with an
well,
arrow.
it's trick shots, but it's all trick shots that most archers used to be able to do naturally without having to practice and train. He's awesome.
This guy looks like he's really good with bows.
Oh, like
Jesus.
he'll shoot pennies out of the air after throwing them, and he'll make all of them.
You shoot a fucking penny out of the.
He shoots
what?
around corners and stuff. He jumps and catches his own arrows and stuff. Like it. He's living proof that these old way of doing things that people thought were ridiculous is not. It actually works. You just have to.
They do actually work.
You just have to, not sit around most of the time and then just grab the bow that does 90% of the work for you, which is a compound bow.
We can't
Well, the
show the video.
compound-
Hold on, Eric. We can't show the video because I don't want to get a copyright. But you can explain like what we're seeing here because it's.
Oh, he's good running through the woods.
Lars Anderson 2015.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All this shit you think that Legolas couldn't do, he could probably actually do.
Did he just shoot that
Oh,
while
yeah, like-
jumping in the air and hit him straight in the T-zone?
Yeah, even
Arab
with
archery, an Arabic.
yeah,
oh, that's what
the
you were talking
manual.
about.
Yeah, that's the one I
manual?
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
Arab archery and Arab manuscript of about.
Well, that's how
about 80.
Genghis Khan
I-
conquered most of the world.
Yeah.
but the way but
Oh, swords.
each region and each bow is different based on the environment.
Yeah.
They're able to have such powerful bows because they live in a dry environment, so they can
Exactly.
have compound
How
bows.
the
The glue
fuck is he
dries.
hitting
Yeah.
6 arrows in a row?
Oh, that's not difficult.
Bro, that's terrifying.
You want to come over to my house? Like I actually have my targets have to be moving and stuff for me to actually be entertained enough to shoot anymore. No, that's what most people.
What the fuck is that stick? What is that black
The
stick?
stabilizer.
By the way, in
It's
case
a
you guys
counterbalance.
haven't noticed,
It's a stabilizer.
It's a counterbalance.
in case
So-
you haven't
Yeah.
noticed, I know nothing about archery. We can talk about guns and shooting and tactics, but
Anyway,
like,
the point I'm trying to make is that in the 80s and 90s, I was still using aluminum shaft, using compound, and in the morning when it's cold, the limbs get stiff, and the same way with a recurve, it gets stiffer when it's cold, harder to pull back. The only thing it does is you pull back to 70 pounds and allowed to hold it longer. On a recurve, it's not designed to hold. You pull and
It depends. It depends on your style and what you can
well, that's
do.
true too. But when
So
you
here's a better way to describe it. Okay? A compound bow eliminates 90% of your interaction with it. The only thing that you're touching is the palm of your hand and maybe where your trigger is on the compound bow. Otherwise, that bow is floating in midair. It's floating in midair. You're not touching it. It's doing all the work, and you're aiming it like you would a rifle. And when you pull the trigger, it does everything. A recurve holds in your hand. Everything that happens in your body, your heartbeat, your breath, vibrates through that. When you grab that string and your whole body is reading through that bow. If you cannot control your body, you will not have a good shot, no matter how good you are on a target. If you can't control what's inside. On a compound bow, you can be totally freaking out and shaking, and that bow will stay almost perfectly still for you to take that shot. So it eliminates 90% of the skill needed.
you should go to the spot sometime.
I could take his Puerto Rican
you
ass
do
to
a
my
lot of
house
shit.
with the compound bow, and within an hour, I could have him shooting bullseyes within 50 yards. It is not that difficult to teach someone a compound, especially since he knows how to use a rifle and a firearm.
Me, I don't know that. I'm bad.
I just know that.
But a
I got
recurve
a lot of enjoy
is a
it.
different thing. Recurve, whatever is happening inside you, goes into that arrow when it goes into the air. So it's all psychological at that point. So for 5 years, that's what I've been doing, and I can
You might be right. I just know that I had to know how my bow reacted with what type of arrow, what type of
telling
tip.
you,
just
I put
like a
on the
rifle.
front.
I'm telling
you had to have the
go-
right cartridge with the
Yep.
right caliber.
So there was interaction with it. It's
Whereas-
just not the
I can shoot 5 different size arrows with the same bow and hit the target just as equally.
I'm telling you, you need to go hang out with him sometime.
Okay.
You would be. Cody,
I'm just
Cody
saying
has
there
a
is
lot.
interaction that you have to, if you use the wrong.
No, I just don't date
Uh,
women, and I'm ADHD as fuck
So you date guys?
I was
all the time.
You
Yeah,
were
Okay.
quick.
All
You were
right.
quick to pull the trigger. Hold on.
I was waiting.
He
for
brought it up.
Hold on.
No wonder you're talking about shafts of different sizes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that
You
makes
dick.
sense. I mean,
You dick.
I can take any shaft any size
Well,
I can
and
do
hit my
it
target.
all.
Here's my other like excuse / logic for recurve is can you make cartridges for bullets?
Yeah, you can't
No,
make
can
it.
you in your house?
Oh no.
No,
Can you
no,
lathe
no.
them?
No,
Can you
God,
put a
no.
primer?
No.
Can you mix the powder?
I'm
So
good.
if factories stop selling or don't have anything and your supply runs out, can you make new rounds for those firearms?
No,
I can
but
do
I'm pretty
reloads.
decent.
But anyone who knows how to make a good shaft can go out and grab the right reeds, and you have unlimited ammo. I don't even for a human. I could just sharpen the stick.
It's like some 28-year later shit right here, or 28 months later.
Yeah,
28
it'd be
days
28
later.
years
It's
later.
Literally, it's
The people
two-
would
it's
because
two
people would have
sticks
to
and a
relearn
string.
all that.
One stick that bends, a string that's enough to be taut, and another stick that'll fly. You don't even need fletching if you know what you're doing.
I don't know that.
The fletching would make
The
it-
fletching is to
Fletching is
compensate
the-
for what you're doing to the arrow. With
Yeah.
most Eastern, like the Mongols, they just move the bow out of the way, and that's why their fletching is so small. It's not really there for a reason. Their heads are heavy, so all the weight and momentum's out front, and the tail is just flying in the back like a tag.
okay.
Just like this.
I seen him doing that.
Yeah, I don't know much about archery. Never. I've never went deer.
Oh, it's
hunting
one
either.
of the tisms I have.
What else do we hunt in Missouri? Or what else can? I'm sorry. What else can you hunt in?
Well, they
Turkey.
brought back hog killing.
Turkey and deer are big.
Hogs?
Hogs, they don't really want you to anymore. They capture them in big groups now, and I don't know what they do with them.
They send them to Texas.
No, they slaughter them and do something with them. They kill like 30 at a time when they catch them.
Why can't you?
Because
they're
so
feral
if you
hogs.
kill one,
I understand they're
so
feral. but
so
you can
so say
still-
you get a group of them, right, and you kill one of them because you're not going to kill all of them with a bow or a rifle, right? The females will immediately go into heat within an hour or so, maybe the next morning, and they will start breeding purposely more. Coyotes do the same
They
thing.
multiply.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
fucking
well,
fish.
the way that they used to do it, I don't know if they still do it this way, but if you put out free corn,
When
and
was
then-
when
and
was
then-
this, Eric? Like when? How,
hang on, you got to finish for the whole.
no, I
fucking
know.
story.
I'm just asking so I have a context.
And then you put up a fence.
80s and 90s.
You put up one fence,
And
and you put more corn out, and you put up another fence, and you put more corn
That'd
out,
be
and
entrapment.
you put up
No,
another
so
fence.
they got
Sounds
this
like
cool thing now where they got a
entrapment,
pile
bro.
of corn, and then the fence hovers above them like an acne, like one of those
Oh,
old
like
cartoons.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, and then there's like 30 of them, and it just drops down like a 500-pound fucking fence. You can look it up and see it.
Wait, hold on. I want to see this because this.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying they used
So
to
they
do that
capture 'em in-
because they
What's it
would-
called?
They could capture
Just
30 at a time
Missouri
like that.
hog capture.
Who
like,
has
it-
that job?
The
Conservation?
DNR, the conservation people.
Do they hire out for that?
They do.
Yeah,
they just
game
finished
wardens.
hiring. Yeah, good luck, bro. You got to be post certified. You have to have.
Yeah,
What do you mean
Yeah.
post certified? I can
You
get
have
on
to
post.
be- no. Peace officer standardized test. Missouri hog, 80 cents. Oh
just-
my God!
I'm just saying
that
it
is
works.
and
wild.
it
Yeah,
just
I see
drops the
thing
cage
just
down.
Drops the cage. Okay.
Just drops the gauge on them. Yeah.
And then I don't know how they kill them. They do something with them.
Yeah, it's like a net.
Yeah, you can buy them for your own land. And so like they don't recommend you going out and hunting them because it forces the females. It literally forces them into heat and
So
they
if you
start
don't-
breeding
if
more.
you don't, yeah.
So for
that
every one you
fear,
kill, you'll get
you'll get, like,
maybe
yeah.
6 to a dozen in return.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I
a
can
lot of
see
farmers
that.
kill them in the field because they're eating their corn.
Yeah. But I mean, like if you encounter, they're not going to discourage you because they are dangerous animals. They'll
They
kill
are.
you.
Yeah,
They
kill
will.
the fuck out of you. They're
And then
fast, too.
they'll
They're
kill you,
fast
and
as
They
then
are fast.
fuck.
they'll
Fast
kill
as
you,
fuck.
and then they will just eat you.
They will eat.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with
So
feral hogs is
That's why it's
the
not
danger.
illegal to kill them, but they don't recommend going to hunt them because of the breeding response. The same thing with coyotes. They're like, if you're going to kill them in a big pet, kill as many of them as you can. Because the
Yeah,
female, as soon
coyotes-
as the roll call comes back short, she goes into heat really fast and then starts replacing those
So you're
pups.
saying they're sluts?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, in Canada right now, they're having a boar problem. They say the only 3 things that the escaped boars do is they grow bigger, they destroy stuff, and they make babies.
Yeah,
That's
about
why I
it.
wonder why though. I wonder why they're having so many issues with it. Because a hog is basically like it's a pig that just goes into the wild and there's
3
like
weeks.
a mutation, right?
And it's 3 weeks, and it's a permanent
It's a
adjustment.
permanent adjustment to their
It's like
environment.
I honestly think
dog.
that's what Bigfoot is. I mean, you send a human out into the wild for like 10 years,
God.
and all of a
Don't-
sudden,
don't
something
start-
triggers.
Don't
don't
talk
open-
about Grizzly
don't-
Adams that way.
Don't open that door. We have a guy who did a documentary. It's a friend of ours, Chris. That he he swears by it. Like I just don't understand the fascination with Bigfoot. Never have. We got the chupacabra in Puerto Rico, so
Yeah, that which
Yeah,
makes
but
so
I've,
much more
I've
sense.
seen those mangy coyotes.
chupacabra,
Yeah,
bro. The chupacabra is fucking
real. It's real.
I mean, I don't know. If it's
Bigfoot's
real,
fake, but
there's-
chupacabra.
No.
Oh.
I never said. It was fake.
I'd like to interest you in
fucking-
some Santa
the
Claus
fucking-
Dogecoin.
Some Santa Claus.
It's like the Easter Bunny is real, but Santa Claus.
I
Right.
never said. I said I don't get the fascination. We can re-roll the clip. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Growing up in northern Wisconsin, I grew up in
Bigfoot country.
I grew up in the area where they have this thing called the hodag. Look it up. You'll like it. HODAG.
Hold on.
Jamie, bring that up.
It was originally a tourist
Wisconsin?
stunt. Yep.
I didn't even need to finish it.
No. The hodag.
What in the fuck is that?
There's even a
it's-
picture of it.
What the?
They have a
What is
picture
that?
of the
That
hood.
looks like a fucking chupacabra. Is what that looks like, bro.
It's a.
No,
it's-
I'm showing this. Hold on. You can hold on. Let me share it.
Make sure you
because-
show the black and white one. The black and white one.
Yeah,
is
the black and white one. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
No.
No,
Down
the
low.
other one.
My
No,
bad.
no,
My
no,
bad.
no,
My bad.
the other
My
one.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Back.
Hold on. All.
That's all like artist rendition bullshit.
There's an actual picture.
Search.
So up in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, the logging industry was starting to like dip down, and they needed tourism to come up there. And most people Or like, I don't want to go sit in the woods and pretend to be homeless. So they're like, we got this cool creature. Go up one, up, left, that black and white one you just passed.
This one?
Yeah, that's the actual like taxidermed thing that they made to represent it. That was the original.
That looks like a chupacabra. That looks exactly. That looks.
But it's covered in green fur.
No, motherfucker.
You said it looked like a chupacabra. Does that mean you've seen it?
But it's not. It's not a goat sucker. It's a tree guardian. It was there to like defend the forest from the incursion of people because of the loggers. It was.
The Lorax.
The Lorax, yeah.
Where do you think they got the idea?
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That sounds like a Lorax.
I could see him going I speak for the trees.
Like it's an actual. Like I think they used an actual animal, and then they just added a whole bunch of stuff. It's an actual taxidermed animal of some kind. I don't remember what it is.
This is what they talk about in your hometown.
That's Rhinelander's number one thing. So I was born in Minocqua and I grew up in Tomahawk. Rhinelander, where this is from, is in between the two. So most of my family lives in Rhinelander right now. So if you back out of this, go back to the many pictures down. That one, that's the big statue at the head of town when you drive in.
That's a pretty cool mascot.
What's the deal? I don't understand. What's the deal with it? What's the
he protects
mythology?
The trees.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, like he protects the trees from the incursion of the lumberjacks and stuff, and they had to kill them off, and that was the last one that they stuffed. And in the 30s, it drew so much tourism up there to where the town was able to survive. And not only like
because they ran out of logs.
I don't think it was that so much as like the Great Depression hitting.
Oh yeah, the 30s.
Well, yeah, that would
30s. The Mothman? What the fuck is that?
Oh, you heard that
like the other thing we got up there is the dog.
They did a movie about that.
There's a bunch of werewolves up there.
I can see. What the fuck is a Mothman?
No, Dogmen. The Wisconsin Dogmen.
The Wisconsin Dogman? Wait.
Oh yeah, they're seen to this day apparently.
The Wisconsin where?
Just go up to the top. Just Wisconsin Dogman.
Is it? You mean a werewolf?
No, they're called the Dogmen.
Dogman. That's a werewolf.
Yeah.
That's a fucking werewolf.
It's a dog man.
They call them the Dogmen, but they're seen to this day up there in like the mid-central of the state. All this weird stuff, it's not seen up north where, the shit would actually be able to survive and live and hide. It's all seen down by like Milwaukee and Madison and shit like that. It's hilarious.
What's the deal with the Dogmen? Like
they're just seen there's like a specific highway that they like haunt or something like that.
They don't turn back to human. They're just dogs.
Yeah, they just stay that way. They don't go back.
The werewolf, you have to worry about the moon.
That's just it. Like they've been seen since like the 1800s in the same area.
That's weird. Could be like a mutation. That could definitely be a mutation.
Probably
the area used to be covered in gray wolves, like the largest gray wolves in the country. So it could just be
it could be that.
I told you about the story about the
but they were
on the reservation.
What do you mean?
It was like the Shadow Walker or something they called them. Anyway,
Skinwalkers?
No. They would tell the kids, if you're bad, then this guy will come see you.
Oh, like El Cuco, like the boogeyman.
Yeah,
boogeyman, kind of like the boogeyman.
Like the boogeyman.
We call it El Cuco. El Cuco te va a comer.
But on the reservation, what they do is whenever your kid's acting bad,
being a little shit,
somebody gets in there, actually takes him out of the house.
Shut the fuck up. How did you find this out?
Oh, I talked to a guy who used to work the reservation over in when I was in Arizona.
Okay,
and he was a cop. And he was a cop, and he's seen this guy dressed up as this thing, and he calls it in. He goes, "Don't fucking mess with him." He goes, "He's got a kid." He's like, "Don't fucking mess with him." And then later they found out it's like when they're bad. Instead of getting on the naughty list, this guy takes you out of your bed, takes you in the middle of the field, beats the fuck out of you, and then lets you go.
That's a good uncle.
That's
a good uncle.
Fuck no, bro.
They still do it to this day, and
I fucking believe it. Oh, when I lived in Billings and I was
talked to him
college,
like three
the
years
natives
ago.
would talk about like the stuff they would do to their kids. It's like, no wonder y'all are drug addicts and alcoholics. Shit.
Jesus Christ. What?
Why are you an alcoholic? One night while I was sleeping,
I got abducted by aliens.
I had to be like 9 years old.
Well, if you listen to like a lot of the actual like native stories on like the shape changers and stuff, a lot of it is just someone
shapeshifters,
who knew how to like move like an animal and wear an animal's skin and just psychologically trick people. I'm in the middle of reading this book by Chase Hughes, and he goes over how humans are actually like programmed, how it all works and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow Jocko at all, you're basically 2/3 of the way to everything that you need to know about what the CIA is doing to everybody.
Psyops.
But he goes over like how it works, like the brain chemistry and stuff like that through it. And so much of what happens is what's called a primer. If you get people to think about something and let their imagination run and then come back later with something close to what you want them to think, they're going to think.
You've planted an IED.
Yes.
I call that planting an IED.
It's called a primer in psychology.
Yeah, but it's very Alfred Hitchcock.
So what happens is
what Alfred Hitchcock does.
So they just did this recently, right? They took psilocybin and they were able to trace it as it went through the brain live, right?
How the fuck?
Yeah, Chase Hughes, you can look it up. He'll explain it.
AI.
But so they trace it, right? And what they found is when you prime the human brain, it actually activates the exact neural pathway for the thing you want them to think about. So it actually like massages that crease that you want it to think down whatever random path it's supposed to go. So when you go back and you get close to what they thought it might be, you actually activate that exact same pathway.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Chase. Okay,
Yeah,
Chase Hughes. I know who this is.
Yeah, I'm like a third of the way through his book right now, and I've got his other book, Tongue.
Which book is it?
The PSYOPs manual.
Is that the first one? The PSYOPs?
I got the big $200 one. The big thick 2-inch. The behavioral ops manual is the one I'm reading right now.
Oh, okay. That is a big book.
How much is that?
Yeah, as soon as I saw what it was, I bought it instantly. I didn't even wait. I'm like a third of the way through it.
Yeah, but that thing is huge. I mean,
it's worth it. It's worth it. It explains everything.
Like 500 pages, probably.
I don't even. Why does the pages matter? It's got the information I want.
BTE.
I'm just.
It goes over the foods and stuff to actually eat to put yourself in like the proper state of mind to activate the GABA and stuff like that. All that stuff. It goes over everything.
Oh wow, really?
It explains almost perfectly how everything gets manipulated, how you're constantly being manipulated, and your only way to fight the manipulation is to choose your own manipulation.
That's true.
If you don't choose your own programming, then you will be programmed by whatever floats about.
True. That's why most people
believe in ghosts.
That's why most people allow their parents to like control them even as they get older. That's why most people when they get married, they get into these situations. That's called the 6-axis model.
No, that's called domestic abuse.
It's also
the woman beats you
refers
up,
to it. He refers to it as the fate
abuse,
model. It's the focus, attention, tribe, emotion.
I don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
Social frame is social. You do know what it is. It's just different words for stuff you already know.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably just
social frame is your perspective.
Plus, if you're in like say the army, a group. There's manipulation going on there.
Oh yeah, no, our drill sergeants told us exactly. But even if you know it when it's happening, it still happens.
Yeah, it still happens. You're just aware that it's happening.
You know why, right? Because it's a choice.
It's not even a choice. It can happen whether it's a choice or not. It's because it's all working off.
I'm talking about in the army because you made a choice, so you have to eat it. I mean,
no. There's plenty of people I went through basic with that. Once they got there, they were forced through.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
So
we saw
so
that
when
too,
they need numbers, that's no it because the entire
you precise what they wave when they need numbers.
You're thinking of it as like a higher. Everything they're doing is manipulating the lizard part of your brain. You don't like
but part of it's pure pressure, like in the army situation.
But that's all based off the lizard part of your brain.
That's what I'm saying. It's they use that as part.
Yes, that's what fate is. Okay, so you got the focus. You get them focused on something new, something that then as soon as you got that authority, right? You either are or are not part of that tribe. So once you recognize authority, then the tribe is automatic. And if they can elicit an emotion, it doesn't matter what the emotion is, all of a sudden you're primed for whatever they're about to do. Mm-hmm. That's all it takes. It's those 4 steps. And if you listen to any song,
that explains why my drill sergeant was crying. So
But it's not that difficult, and it's scary. And when you realize like how easy it is to just like, oh, don't listen to mainstream music because it says the same 5 things: get drunk, party, do this, ignore what's going on, have a good time.
That's the same thing. That's the Navy's motto right there.
Music is a big psyop.
Music is a
Like
big
I've known
psyop
that.
thing,
I've
yeah.
known that for years. Like the whole thing with Diddy. Like to use an example, right?
Look up the Pentagon's
that's
music and how
I know.
movie budget.
No. We can do an episode on that because that would.
It's like what they
have you
did-
ever heard of that?
Have you
No,
seen
that's
it?
what they did in Vietnam.
No.
No.
They did that for
No,
Hearts and
that-
Minds.
Right now, there's
Right
no,
now-
in Vietnam they did that. They flew on
Correct.
helicopters and they
And
started playing
music.
the symphony. You know, the
Correct.
bum bum bum
Correct.
bum bum, as they're coming in on
they did that-
helicopters.
they did
But
that
You know
in
how
Iraq.
psychological it
But
is.
you know what they?
Yeah.
You know where else they did that? They did that in Iraq.
Oh yeah, of
You
course
know
they did.
why they did that in
Oh.
Iraq?
Because hip hop was cool.
No, because what they
No,
were
no,
doing
hip-hop
is
is-
no.
no,
What they
hip hop
were
is a
doing-
separate thing.
What they were doing is they were playing music in the background. So whenever a video from Al Qaeda or ISIS would get sent, they would go and hit. Okay, what music is that? Oh, that's P. Diddy's Bad Boy. Oh, when did
You
we
had to
play
be in
that?
this area.
We had to be in this area. Yeah.
Yep.
In Vietnam, if I recall that they did it for psyops purposes.
Yeah, because
Which
They
is
did.
all Hearts and Minds. That's what Hearts and Minds fucking is.
because
Just
No,
whether you
they did
realize
not-
it or
we
not,
did
the
not
music
finger-
will actually
In Vietnam, we did
affect
not
you,
fingerprint
You know why?
them or take an eye scan
because it's
So,
all vibration.
yeah, that's a whole another episode that we can talk about.
That's,
I'm-
Tes-
so-
that's
so-
Tesla stuff
No,
there. The vibration.
that's not even what we're talking
No,
about.
Yeah, it is.
That's it. No.
So
What
in-
we're
in
talking about-
R&B,
go ahead.
The lyrics and what they're allowed to sing about, they get
Oh, yeah.
bonuses for singing about the degenerate
Certain
shit that they
things.
do. If they sing about regular stuff or not degenerate stuff, they don't make millions of dollars. That's why you don't hear about it anymore.
That's why
No,
why
George,
people
I
are
beg
scared.
differ. George Strait does that.
No. This is a thing. So
Oh, yeah. Even
so-
no, across all of them, it's just you can see the effects of it in hip hop more because they put a certain demographic on the internet a whole lot more with it.
why do you think
Well,
that
that's true,
certain
but-
music
You
like,
don't see
people
the
don't like
the
promoting?
brawls of country bars and the redneck dickheads on the internet anymore,
No, you
But they're
used
still
to.
there.
You used to though.
but they're still there.
In
But you
every
just don't
movie,
see-
there was a like redneck
Again,
and
it's
there
the
were
same
brawls.
thing. All of the what would be considered mainstream music is programming people
Yeah.
to party, not think, and be tired all the time, so they're not paying attention to anything.
Wait, so Taylor Swift lied to me? She
She
knew that
bre-
I was
No, she
troubled
did
from-
break up all those times. She broke up.
she
all-
broke
she
up.
did break up all those times.
I bet
That
you
is
each
true.
time was like a $15 million bonus too. Like, you write us a new one. She's like,
But what?
didn't really
but
like
dude,
him
look
anyway.
at Kelly Clarkson. you know who Kelly Clarkson is,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
So you ever heard, and you've probably heard about this, and you may not know the lyrics, but you've heard Since You've Been Gone, right?
was she the one that was on the
American
tour when we were in Baghdad?
Yeah.
The one that shook her ass for the crowd?
Yeah. So you remember, right?
Oh yeah.
So she got divorced, and when she got divorced, she did
Wrote
like
another
like
song.
a live. No, she did like a live of that song, and instead of here, hold on, I'll have to mute because we can't. So hold on, because
Yeah.
she found her husband cheating on her, dude. Shakira got cheated on, homie. Fucking Shakira got cheated on. And she wrote a song about it, and it's fucking fire. So you can say whatever you want, but when people get cheated on and shit like that, like when musicians, they hold on, Since You've Been Gone.
It just means that she's an actual artist and wrote her own songs.
I doubt. Okay.
I was trying to be hopeful.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, dude, I gotta find it. Dude, Bridget
no.
sent it to me. Bridget sent it to me. It's like, fuck you and your mom. And I was like, oh,
I think I've heard that.
Yeah. So, dude, Bridget sent it to me, and I was like, oh, I know, because A Day to Remember they cover that song. ADTR has a cover, and I'm like, where the fuck is this from? This is cool. And they're like, it's a Kelly Clarkson song. I'm like, oh, okay. And then
But you
Bridget
still
sent it
liked
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Have you seen A Day to Remember? Or
If
Day to
I showed
Remember's
you what I
awesome.
listened to, you'd be like, "What the fuck is?"
What do you
wrong with
listen to?
Sea shanties mostly.
Like 1930s?
No.
I was gonna say
Not the old slow ones, no.
Oh, okay. right. Yeah.
Oh,
that
the
was-
Irish shanties. Okay.
No,
No, because he
no.
would have said Irish shanties.
no. It's
Hold on, I gotta-
it's all different shanties and cadences and stuff like that. Because I'm walking most of the day with the weed eater in my hand, so I have to
This
keep pace.
motherfuckers. This
So I
motherfuckers
have to play a
listening to-
slow song. I'm weeding.
This motherfucker's listening to cadence music. C-130 rolling down the street.
Spade of Sparta is the artist, right? Like,
Hold on. What? I gotta see this.
no, I don't want to play it,
Oh shit,
No,
yeah,
no,
no,
yeah,
you
don't,
can't
yeah,
play
you
it
can't
because of
play
the
it. You can't
copyright.
play
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
but like, the title of the songs are like DDG 51, which is it's about some like some missile cruiser or something like that.
This motherfucker's listening to cadence music while working.
Oh yeah, all
He's
the time.
listening to C-130 rolling down the strip.
Your left,
I'm an airborne.
your left, your left,
Yep.
right, left.
Yep.
Your left.
but it's all like
Your
it's
military
remixed
left.
into like rock and like heavy percussion and stuff like that.
C-130.
No, I stole an F-16, stole an SR-71, I stole a B-52.
I've
They were just all in a row.
years. We went to war together, and I didn't know this about you.
Oh, one of my favorite
Hey,
ones
did you know they
is,
used to sell?
the Big E USS Enterprise. Dude, like, yeah.
Did you know they used to sell like Marine
Yeah.
Corps or Navy SEAL cadences at the
Yeah, I
exchange?
used to
buy
listen
to them. Yeah.
I used to buy it because we had to. We
I
had to
send
sing
them to
cadence.
you. Like, you don't listen to the shit I send you?
Homie, you send me on a daily basis. No. Hold on. This is how you know
Is he
I'm
as bad
friends
as
with
I am?
someone. Okay.
Is
First
he
of
as bad
all-
as I am, because I send him a lot of stuff.
No.
Not
No. You're
I'm like a
moderate.
week
You're
ago, one
pretty
of my
moderate.
friends in Florida
Listen,
was like,
hold
you
on.
loaded me up this morning. I was like,
Listen,
I
hold on.
woke up too early today.
Anyway, so what's the significance of Three
Hold on.
Kings?
Hold on. Listen.
Is that one mine?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't touch anything.
No. You're good. It's me. Listen, if we're friends, first of all, if we're friends, you do not go on my phone as your name. You go as a nickname. First of all. Secondly, if I send you memes, we're probably really good friends. This motherfucker today alone has sent me 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Okay. Not
A
bad.
slow
The
day.
other day.
That was a slow day.
1. Okay.
I woke up late this morning.
The other day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One's of Super Mario. 11,
Dude, you need to watch
12,
that Logan one.
13.
You're a
14.
fucking nerd. You need to watch that one.
The Logan one?
It's Wolverine in Viking times, and it's done better than any Marvel movie has
Oh,
ever been
yeah,
done up to
yeah,
date.
yeah.
How old is Wolverine? That's what I'm
They come out.
300. He's like 250, 300. He was born in like the early 1800s in Canada.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine if he was in the army? How many fucking
was.
He was.
stars- No, he was, but he was there during World War One. Or
And
was it
No,
World
it was Civil War.
And
was it?
all the way to
Oh,
Vietnam.
How many campaign stars he has on his
Nobody would
national
believe him.
defense?
Nobody would
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
him.
They didn't. They tried
You
to
have
execute him.
7
Did you
What-
not watch the movie?
What is that
campaigns?
ribbon?
They
It's the
tried,
red.
they tried to execute him by firing squad. And that's when they were like, oh, you're not normal. You're going to Weapon X.
Bro, can you imagine that dude's
because they have a
ribbons?
Purple
Like,
Heart.
what the fuck is that? You have 17 Purple Hearts? Yeah, they're in the Civil War. They gave it for valor. It wasn't for injuries. Like, what? What? How
It's
many
like,
stars
that
would he
is
have?
not that is not the correct Purple Heart.
No,
It
no.
was in the Civil
It was in
War.
the Civil- No, hold on. Seriously speaking, how many?
It's the
You're
original.
like, this would be badass. I'm like, God. How many
many
retards
stars?
do you have to deal with on a daily
Oh,
basis after
God,
200 years
yes.
old? Everyone's dumb. Everyone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
everybody.
point.
And you
Somebody
can't
tells you to
die.
do
You're
something, you're
stuck
like,
with them
oh,
for
yeah.
eternity.
How
Like,
many?
no.
How many stars would he have on his National Defense Service?
Well, that would
Hold on.
be.
When was the National Defense ribbon made?
Well, if you go from 1865. or
okay, so let's say that.
1860
National-
No, he was born in like 1830 and he was full adult
but
during
the-
the Civil War.
Yeah, so it was 1860
5 was the end of it.
was the end of it, and it was what 4 years?
April 1953. Never mind.
Yeah,
So he would only have. Hold
What?
on.
What's
You
Civil
only
War
have-
medals?
Hold on.
Oh, I know that we've looked that up
Wolverine.
before.
We talked about this one. We did an episode on that. 1882. Oh wait, Wilbur was born late 19th century, 1882 and 19 in the comics. He's depicted being 130 years old.
He's older than it now.
So he's no. So he was born in the so he's
after the Civil War.
That's a wiki
That-
rewrite.
That's
Hold on.
yeah,
Someone rewrote
because
that
in the
shit.
comic
Hold
books, he
on,
was
hold
actually in
on.
the Civil War as an adult.
Yeah, in the
Animated
movie they
times.
show him in,
In
the
the
Civil.
movie, they also show him as an adult.
in the Civil
with
War
his brother.
Yeah,
Okay, as of today, 2025, he is 200 years old. Okay, so 200 years old.
So he's 50
So
years younger than the
civil-
United
so
States.
1825.
So 1825.
That gave him 40 years to, because the
Yeah.
Civil War started in 1860, or 1861.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So ribbons, right? Yeah, ribbons. Because
Yeah.
they didn't have medals, or was it medals? I don't
No,
know.
they
Let's say
didn't have
ribbons.
medals at all. Or
Yeah,
they
'cause
only
the
had
medal was
medals.
being used for for bullets and stuff.
They just had ribbons.
Okay,
there.
174 badges ranging from 1900. Okay, here we go. Oh God, no, this is eBay. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out. How many ribbons?
Yeah, why
First
do you
of
have a
all, his
bugle on
stack-
your? First
His
of all,
stack can't be legal because you can't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean-
Like,
How is he an expert in the knife?
was he a glider? You ever seen that badge? You ever seen the glider badge?
yeah, I've seen that one.
Uh-uh.
There was an actual glider.
Bro.
Did you know there's a balloon one too?
You never. Yes,
I
for
heard
World
there's a
War II.
balloon one, but not
You've
the
never
glider.
seen the glider one? Hold
Yeah,
on.
there's a glider
hold
and there's a
on.
balloon. They're called pilots, but they're not pilots because they're in a balloon. You know how you pilot a balloon? Up, down, up, down,
Wherever the wind takes.
and then
it.
wherever the wind takes you.
Hold on.
I mean, you can estimate.
There it is. World War II Air Corps Glider Corps.
That's the gliders they pulled behind the planes. Okay,
Yep.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yep. Bro, can you imagine being that guy? How the fuck do you pick that dude?
Yeah, no, my brain immediately went to Point Break and like the civilian gliders that look like
No,
big
no,
triangles.
no.
I was like, the army would do that shit to someone.
Do they pull it behind a bomber? It's like, listen,
Yeah.
you can't get along with a crew. You got to sit in
Well,
the
no, I think
glider.
the idea was that it was like a troop transport. Like you're sitting back there, and then once we get close enough, we're going to detach. Then the troops go
Hold on.
down and
There it
land,
is.
and the bombers leave.
World
Yeah,
War
but it
II
was
Army
Undetectable, too.
Airborne Glider Badge.
Yeah, that was the idea. They would drop them at night so they couldn't see,
Correct.
And they couldn't hear it.
With no
you couldn't
lights.
Hear them. You couldn't hear them.
and you
either.
couldn't hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The bad part is you couldn't see where you're going. either.
yeah, exactly. And that was why they scrapped it. I think a bunch of them like hit trees and hit shit they couldn't see.
Bro, if you see a motherfucker with that, like, dude, I saw a colonel.
He's
one
Probably
time.
in a coffin.
I saw a.
Or he's collecting Social Security. I mean, like at 100.
No, he ain't coming out of his house. You ain't gonna
Bro,
see it outside the coffin.
I remember.
He's
I
building his
saw-
glider. It's like, fuck, I'm going out this way.
Dude, I think the craziest thing I ever seen was I saw a colonel that was an MP that had a airborne master jump parachutist badge and had a gold star in it. You know what that means?
I don't know what the gold star means.
You know what it means? You ever heard this? The gold star means he did a combat jump.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. I saw
Did
that.
we do combat
Yeah, it was
jumps
like-
during GWAT?
3.
Or-
I believe 3. Hold on, I'll get you right now.
Because
Hold on.
otherwise, I think there was a partial one during Desert Storm, but I didn't know we did any during GWAT.
the 173rd.
Was it in Afghanistan?
could have been
173rd.
Afghanistan.
173rd is credited with a combat
Although we
jump.
were never actually officially
Boom,
there.
right here.
Afghanistan.
3. I was fucking right, guys. Objective Rhino, 75th Ranger made a combat jump into
Kandahar.
Kandahar. Objective Serpent, 75th Rangers. Operation Northern Delay. US
Georgia.
173rd Infantry. Got it. I fucking got it right.
But
Yeah,
at the time, we'd never been in Afghanistan. Never been in Afghanistan.
No, this was, let me see. Northern Delay was, holy shit, these are all the combat jumps the Army has? Okay, this is cool.
I was talking about
Hold
a
on.
little more recently than 1940.
No, I got it, but I'm pulling it up, Eric. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 2000. Holy shit. Hold on a minute. What? October. SEAL Team 6 Raw Deal. Oh, Haiti.
Anyway,
Desert Storm was one. You were right. It was a Halo. Oh, but it was a Halo jump.
Yeah, it's the one.
It's a Halo jump.
The McAfee.
12
was
guys.
part of.
12 guys.
Afghanistan.
All right.
Afghanistan.
75th Ranger, Operation Enduring Freedom, 200
I'm just saying,
personnel,
during
200,
that
200,
during that time,
173rd.
Afghanistan said you weren't allowed in our airspace. So we stayed out of Afghanistan. I'm just saying.
The same way we definitely didn't violate airspace when we killed bin Laden. And then we told everybody about it the same
After-
day. And then we made a movie about it 90 days later.
I think the
no
movie-
one else think that's wild except me that we literally killed bin Laden by violating airspace. And then we told the
Not
only
only
that
vi-
night.
not only
That
did
night,
we-
right?
get into
Was
the-
Yeah,
that
it was that
No,
night.
was it that night, right?
You
It
know
was that
why?
night. He
Yeah, it
told
was
us.
that night.
Because
you know
it was
why?
for re-election. It was
Well,
for re-election.
for two
stuff.
reasons. One, the helicopters crashed, so they couldn't hide it.
Yeah, but
Two, they tried to take off in a
depoed-
helicopter, and it's like, this one won't take off. So they blew it up.
It doesn't like that. Doesn't
I'm just
surprise
saying, we couldn't say that wasn't us. We'd be like, oh, Eula, no, I think it was.
ODA.
I think it was.
07. We were
Okay.
there. We were there in July. Afghanistan. Okay.
Yeah, like they didn't drop. Like I
No, that's true.
They're
If you
not
watch,
jumping into Iraq. That wouldn't make any sense to me. But jumping into Afghanistan with the mountainous terrain, that makes sense. You
Yeah, that
can't
makes
drive
perfect
into it.
sense. Yeah, you can't. There's certain
no,
spots.
this mountain. Yeah.
No, I've never been. I just look at the maps and read the history of it. But yeah, we've done a couple combat
I'm
jumps.
just saying,
so yeah,
to
that's
get
what a
Bin Laden-
gold star means.
That doesn't
To
surprise me
get Bin
because
Laden, we had to we crashed one plane, one helicopter. The other one wouldn't take off, so we blew it up ourselves. So we went there. So they ran there on foot with a dead terrorist on their back
doesn't surprise
next
me.
to the capital of Afghanistan,
They didn't.
or wasn't in the capital of Afghanistan.
They
I think
didn't
it was.
tell
I don't know.
a bunch of
That's a good
people when they
question.
came back that they already had.
And then
books written
they
about 'em.
see this U.S.
Oh, really?
U.S.
That's
Army
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
helicopter on fire.
Oh,
We couldn't deny it.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Beyond that, you would be shocked how many of those books are outright propaganda. Like the Lone Survivor book, he's like, no, when I got back, they had that already written for me before the mission was over.
Hold on. You got to be careful what you say with that because I'm a big fan.
These-
Hold on.
these-
Talk about that.
These
Explain.
views in
Elaborate.
the
No,
garbage
he-
do
he-
not
The views in the
run-
Rico podcast express. The views in this episode do not necessarily.
that's what I
represent-
said because it wasn't just his book that they did it to a couple of other people too, where like they had gotten back to the States and in a time frame that wasn't possible, their story had already been written and they just had to sign off on it and do the prop tour. And he goes over this in more
The same
than
guy that killed-
one podcast. He says this out loud.
But there's combat logs. We've read some. I mean, obviously they can be altered. Obviously, like they did with Dakota Meyer. Like they tried to do that shit with him.
When my station blew up, they spent 5 hours correcting their statement so everyone's lined up. So I don't trust any of that shit anyways.
Yeah, whenever you get
Because
everybody together,
everyone
and say,
had to
this
get
is what
their
happened."
awards.
Yeah.
So that alone makes me question anything that goes into a report. And on top of that, the first lesson I was told showing up to the unit was 3 statements from 3 credible witnesses, and it doesn't matter what you did what the statement says.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in SRT,
So,
when I was
all-
in
as far as
school,
I-
was the
That's
one
true.
who was
The
like, hey,
Navy
before-
operates the same way.
Yeah, when I was
So-
in SRT, one of the things they said is like, hey, remember one thing, guys, before you leave the house, get your stories. Like,
The
get what
second-
happened.
yep,
And I was
the
like, 'cause
second thing
you
I was
step
told-
outside, I was like, oh,
Because
shit.
after they told me that, the second thing they told me is whatever you're doing and what it looks like is what you're doing, no matter what you're doing. So
That's
be
interesting.
cautious of what it looks like.
I never knew that. I know there's
That
like a
was-
controversy with
I was
Shrek
the
and with all
first
these other
private
guys.
that showed up after they had gotten back from Baghdad the last time, the very first one. So they didn't have the courtesy and the ability to not.
Yeah, to be, yeah.
So
I
they were
noticed
straight
that
up
a
like,
lot.
I will put you in a cell if you don't do what I say. And this is how I'm going to do it.
That doesn't surprise
What,
me.
the guy that killed Bin Laden, didn't he like 9 days later have a book out too? He did.
That's
a TV
my
special?
point. He didn't write
He-
most of them. He signed off and added a bit at the
There's
end.
been there's a thing right now going on where he sued you follow this because you're the one who told me about this. There's a thing going on where he sued a podcast, the Anti-Hero podcast, I think.
It's not just him. There's a bunch of them where their books came out. A couple of them are claiming valor they didn't have, and other ones
Kennedy's one of them.
are. I'm not putting
unfortunately.
names out there.
No, I know, but it's
But
out there. Like,
it's-
unfortunately, I don't
like
know.
that,
The views
like,
expressed
it's
on this
either that
podcast.
or the people the books were written about are coming out and being like, no, that was already written when I was brought back to the States right after it was
Yeah, but
done.
that's a hard. That if that's so. Hold on. So let's roll. We'll play this.
But that
If
I'm saying
that's
that's
the
what
case-
is being claimed.
correct. So then here's the thing. If that's the case, right? Let's
Mhm.
say hypothetically speaking, all these guys, they were like, hey, no, they had a book because obviously it's good PR. Let's
And
let's not bullshit it. That's
No,
great
yeah,
PR.
yeah.
And I'm not. And again,
on
hold on.
top-
Hold on. I'm not saying this is what happened. We're
No,
not saying
no.
this is what happened.
No.
What we're saying is in a hypothetical scenario, let's say that is what happened.
In a programming
hypothetical
scenario, it's
in
a
a
great
programming
crime.
scenario, It's a great prime because
Yep.
number one, you get good PR.
It focuses you.
It focuses
It
you.
gives you an authority. Picks your
Absolutely.
tribe, and it gets you an emotional
But
reaction.
here's the
to
thing.
connect
And
to it.
everybody in your chain of command.
is going because everybody's
Yep.
gonna beef that up. But here's the thing: if that is the case, you can't fight that.
No.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way. You're not
No,
gonna fight.
You're
that.
accepting it.
You have to accept it because someone else did that for you. And then the problem is all the other guys are gonna go against you.
Yeah.
Now here's
Like
how
you're
I
see-
think,
which is what happened with him when he brought.
so
this
here's the
out.
thing. Here's my personal opinion. If it is true that that's what happened and someone else did that, you know how I believe I'll know? Because they'll run into politics.
Well, that's one of the things you see. Those politicians, they'll do a short-term stint like a bunch of us did, 5 years. They'll do the bare minimum. They won't do anything, but they'll come out and then veteran is on everything that they do. Everywhere they go, I want the veterans discount. I'm a veteran. It's on their everything.
You know who asked for the
So
veteran
you-
discount in my house? My fucking wife. We'll go get fucking dog food. It's like $64.99. Excuse me, but my husband, sir, do you do veterans discount? I'm like, woman, don't. What are you doing? It's like, oh, it'll be 57. Absolutely, I serve.
Oh, I thought it
I
was
suddenly
you.
walk out with like a fucking cape, with an army cape and shit, bro. Like,
I thought it
But
was you. Like, honey, you're getting 50% off tonight. Okay.
In a 20
20.
looking back on it in a 2020 perspective, a lot of what happened during the GWAT was a prime, whether it was with a movie or a book
oh yeah,
or a cartoon, and
Well,
then
hang on.
something big happened, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden people were like, "Oh, can't expect it." For example, in
Well, tell the
2010 and 2011,
You keep saying GWAT. Explain the
can
GWAT.
you,
Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry.
the global
That's-
war on terrorism.
Thank you for correcting that. I wasn't aware of that. Thank you.
But one of the big things that I come back to is 2010, 2011. When I get out, what were the big Hollywood movies all focused on?
The
It was-
Hurt Locker.
no,
Well, Hurt Locker was over.
No, it was Contagion,
Oh yeah, Contagion,
Zombies.
zombies.
Yeah, but we did that in 2012. We did a scenario. We did a role playing in Korea with that.
Again,
Yeah, but the
again,
virus wasn't ready.
So no. Hear me out. You have to prime it, right? You can't like all this
I
stuff.
get
You
what
have
you're
to
saying.
wait for it, right?
I get what you're saying.
And then they lost the election.
Yeah.
So they had to wait 4 years for that prime. And then
Mm,
all of a sudden,
The Walking
me
Dead.
as a landscaper is
Walking Dead.
me as a
28
landscaper is
days.
considered critical
shit on
infrastructure to
that.
keep the city running, but the hospitals have to close and stuff. And it was like,
But
and
the strip clubs are okay, but not religious places.
I cut grass.
Oh, don't get me
but
started on that.
I had to
I'm
go to
just
work.
I
saying.
remember that. I remember
Like
that.
so it
That happened to Coyote.
so you but you
Yeah.
can see
Yeah, it
how
did.
I'll tell that
and
story.
you can see it, and then you can see it again in Hollywood. What came out right before a whole bunch of this leftist stuff? What was the big Hollywood movie they tried to push?
Mhm.
Civil War. How it was all
Oh yeah, the
bad.
Civil War. I
So what does it do?
remember that
It
movie.
primes, and then what do you
Yeah.
got? You got all the
Well, that's
crazies
what
out there
movies are.
primed.
That's what we know that. That's what Hollywood movies are for.
That's what most military ones are.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's. I mean, hey, how else am I going to feel patriotic?
because
So getting a discount at Costco.
Getting
Yeah.
a discount at Costco.
I feel very.
I don't live on that
patriotic.
side of town. It doesn't
Yeah.
help me.
But that
Uh,
happened. That happened to Coyoterra.
Yeah.
Like Coyoterra, I remember during COVID, they were like, "Oh, it's this and this and this," and I remember that the strip clubs were allowed to be open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Coyo's gym wasn't allowed to be open in Cali,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What?"
I thought it was
Like-
weird when us grass cutters were like told, "No, you're essential. You're essential people to keep the city running."
How?
But my baby mama who works in daycare has to stay home because childcare isn't essential to keep the city running.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that.
Oh,
the same way with the
Springfield
churches.
shut down. Like you have no idea. It was
Yeah.
a ghost town.
It doesn't feel like that because like we were touring.
You weren't here. I was because at the time as a land when I was mowing lawns, I'm all over the city
Yeah.
at the time. I'm from the east side all the way to the west side
Well,
doing
that's true.
different.
That's true.
We
So,
were touring. We were
this-
going out.
It was like there were people out and stuff. There were some people who didn't care, who realized what it was and stuff. But even the guy I worked with was like, "No, you're not riding in the truck with me. You're gonna follow me in your own vehicle." And I'm like, "This makes no sense. Why are we out here?" And half the people I knew,
I had a.
half
It's like when they arrested the guy that was surfing by himself.
well, here's
I remember that. I remember you sent me that. That was wild. He was
half
in
the
fucking
people I knew
ocean.
that showed up. The boss was paying them cash so they could claim the $900 a week, anyways.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a common thing. That was a common
Everybody
thing.
was doing it.
I do know this.
A lot of people are doing it.
I do
Maybe
know
not
this. I
everybody, but a
do
lot.
know that.
Oh, yeah.
I do know that. During during COVID, I had to go interpret at a place, and I know who this is. I remember this attorney now, and they were like, "Oh, this person has a compromised immune system." I'm like, if they have a compromised immune system, that means that they can't even show up to court. So what are they doing in court? Oh, well, everybody needs to wear four. I remember this. I remember this now. Everybody needs to wear 4 masks.
Yeah.
And I was like so mad because I was like, you ever try interpreting with 4 masks? Bro, it's almost impossible. You can't hear me. I have to scream. And I remember that I was like, and again, I'm not making light of code or anything. It's just like how people take everything to the extreme. This dude was like, hey, you gotta wear like 4 masks. And I was like, oh, I have, because I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is just you guys haven't paid me. You guys owe me money. I don't want to do this. And I was like, hey, I have like a phobia, you know, like my PTSD. I was like, wow. I was like, oh, God, I put a mask and I just see red. Like, he just kind of looked at me,
like in Iraq. I put a mask on.
It's like he looked at me, and I remember like looking at him like this. Yeah, man, when I put that mask on, it's go time. And he's like, I think we're gonna go ahead and find another interpreter. I go, yeah, that's fine. And I remember coming home and I told Bridget, and Bridget's like, he did not fucking say that. I was like,
you know what? You know what I did? Because I wanted to go. Steak and Shake was open, and I went to Steak and Shake. And
oh yeah, we went to Steak and Shake.
And they like, you have to wear a mask. I remember
this.
And I just went, and they're like, oh, that's fine.
COPD. And again, I'm not breaking leg of it, but it's just like there was a lot of stuff that was.
I just don't see wearing a mask while you're standing, and then you can take it off when you sit. I was like, that never made sense.
There was that was a joke from.
Yes, it was.
What was it? What's his name? Gary. No, Adam Gable's friend, the UPS guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that's not Terry. It's
no Terry McNeely.
Was it
that
Terry?
Was a Terry McNeely joke.
Yeah, it was Terry.
That was a Terry McNeely's a comedian that we did shows with him, and Terry does very well. And Terry's one of those guys that he's very neutral politically, but he appears to be like pro Trump or like pro this person. So Terry just plays off of it, but he does it so well that it's really crazy how he does it.
But he really doesn't.
One of the jokes,
he
doesn't care. He's like, his philosophy is, I fucking hate everybody. But on stage, if they laugh, cool. But dude, he doesn't. He genuinely, he's like, fuck that person. But he'd like play the card. So he had a joke where he was like, and I don't. We can say this because he doesn't use that joke anymore. It's an old set. He's like, you know, the thing that I am most impressed about this I'm butchering the joke about COVID or whatever, how he said it, is that it doesn't affect midgets. And dude, when he said that, I remember the first time I heard that joke, I didn't get it. And then like, I didn't laugh. And like, he's looking at the crowd and he goes, yeah, because when you sit down, you're 4 feet, 3 feet tall. And when you stand up, it's, and I was like, oh, that's genius. I didn't get it at first, and now I get the joke. But yeah, that was his joke. It was like, it's amazing. It doesn't affect midgets or short people. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I'm butchering the joke, but I remember this because Eric was like, I'm mad that I didn't come up with that. Like, I'm so fucking pissed.
I was mad. I was like, that.
Eric's like that because he had to explain it to me. Eric's like, you don't get it because you take your mask off when you sit down. And I was like, oh, sure. Oh, okay. And Eric's like, come on.
It's like the plexiglass. I didn't understand the plexiglass because every time they had the plexiglass at the gas station, I'm trying to buy gas, and I tell them what I want. And they say, what? I'd lean over the plexiglass so they can hear me. Because the plexiglass is right here. And I was like,
God damn it, Eric. God damn it.
20 on 8. What is this for? What is this for?
I don't know how it went down everywhere else, but here in Missouri, at least, like at least from our perspective, like people
it wasn't as bad.
People were not going. Like I remember,
it wasn't as bad.
In Puerto Rico, everybody was like losing their mind, and then they had a situation.
It wasn't as bad as on base. Like if you during that time you went on base.
Oh, I believe it.
You had to have a mask.
That doesn't surprise me. But I remember in Puerto Rico, they had a situation where it was during like the COVID passport ordeal. They had asked some people who were going to Florida and they had to lay over in Puerto Rico. And if I recall correctly, the situation, like they drew guns on these people and everything. And then they sued them. And I've never I never showed you this? Hold on. No. I showed you. Hold on. I don't know how that ended.
Can you imagine that? You're at the airport. They draw guns on you. Where's your mask? I have a passport. Where's your mask?
No, it wasn't for the mask. It was for the vaccine thing.
Whatever. I mean, it's the same silly fucking thing. It's like, do you have a card saying you don't have a cold?
Yeah, that's like the idea of like, I want to travel back in time. It's like, no, you don't. You're
No,
the
you
most
don't.
intelligent person back there, and they're gonna think you're a witch, and before long, they're gonna crucify you for it.
Depending how far back you went.
You could go back 10 years, and they're gonna crucify you for what you know today.
Oh yeah, cancel culture. Yeah.
It doesn't like you go back to early 1900s and you start talking about anything or even talking the way you do now.
There it is. There it is.
Couple arrested in Puerto Rico.
Hold on. No, don't read it because we don't know where it's from. We don't want to read it from somewhere that we don't.
It's just a couple in Puerto Rico. Boom.
Well, but hold on. Here it is. Hold on. Let me read this. Yes, this is it right here.
Yep.
In Puerto Rico, couple faces trial after refusing to comply with COVID protocols. A couple in Puerto Rico now faces trial on charges of refusing to comply with executive orders outlining COVID safety protocols. Hold on, is my mic on? Yes. Sulma Figueroa, 53, and Luis Angel Colon, 44, arrived in Puerto Rico on a flight from Florida on January 2nd with two of their children. The couple refused to fill out a COVID-19 entry form at the airport and provide proof of a negative test that a coronavirus is required by an executive order from Pedro Pierluisi. Puerto Rican authorities found out about the incident after Figueroa posted a video on social media saying in Spanish, you can arrive to Puerto Rico without getting tested in a domestic flight and you don't have to give anyone any information. Prosecutor Elena Martinez told Telemundo Puerto Rico, also in Spanish, these people basically declared contempt for public authority and challenged it in a haughty way. They simply did not want to comply. So that's not telling you. So if I can find the Telemundo one,
but the governor actually
drew
said
on
you don't
them.
have to.
They drew on them.
Yeah, they
like
did.
drew on them and everything. And they see you can't find anything.
No, I'm not surprised.
You can't find anything because I
But
read it
a civil.
in Spanish.
If you look at a civil lawsuit, I bet it comes up.
That's
no,
like
if I find it in
that's
if
like
I run it
those
in Spanish,
screenshots of
if I run it in Spanish, you think it'll
it's-
come out?
Spanish and civil.
Spanish. Okay, so okay, say that again.
Because if they're suing them for pulling guns on them for not having.
Well, I don't
COVID.
know. That I think is that what happened. I can't recall, but hold on. I know how to do this. Hold on. Watch this.
But if you do bring it up in Spanish,
Yeah, I'll just run a search in Spanish because we have the VPN on. So hold on.
Jamie, put it out. will you?
Hold on. Here it is. Yep, here it is in Spanish.
Yep.
Hold on.
The U.S.
I don't want to
scrubs
translate.
English, but
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
scrub other
Isn't
languages.
that funny?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll send him stuff.
did
like
you
like when they were getting rid of the governor years ago,
Uh-huh.
in English, it
Have
was
you
like,
seen-
oh, this is all peaceful. And then I sent him like a Telemundo one. I go, bro, just hit translate. And it was like, the people are rioting outside. He left in a helicopter. And I was like, the fuck you mean peaceful? Dude.
Have you seen how to redact the new Epstein files?
No. What do
Yeah,
you mean?
You
Hold
just
on.
copy and paste them and the redaction goes away. Someone put a bug into
Shut
them.
the fuck up.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, so all the like Trump's name is throughout all of it.
For what though? Hold on. Autoridad.
I'm not saying anything.
Hold on. No, I don't want it translated. I don't need it translated, asshole.
I
don't
like
need a
it.
translator.
hold on.
I like life.
I am the machine.
Yeah, see, the police pulled them over on the street and pulled guns on them.
Yep.
They maintained themselves in the vehicle until the press arrived. They then arrested them, took away their kids, and told them that they had to comply with the dispositions under the executive order against COVID-19 that was.
Yeah, you see something like
Initiated.
this happen in the States and something bad's going to happen
Hold on.
these days.
This is a part of the United States.
Yeah, not according
The
to most
judge
people.
ordered. The judge made an arrest warrant for them, indicating that they. Oh, they didn't show up.
Yeah, because it wasn't a law.
Hold on. Let me just.
Yeah.
Give me the translation.
Because the
If
governor
you
puts
say
out a
Puerto Rico
mandate.
to most people, they're going to be like, where's that in Mexico?
Oh, bro, it happens. Oh, you want to laugh?
Honestly,
you want to
that's
laugh?
That's why I'm like,
Honestly, I thought that
if that happens in the-
until I lived there.
if something like that were to happen right now, it would get caught on someone's camera and it would be a bad time for that police department. It is hilarious.
Or the
How-
DMV if they ask you for your green card. I mean, that's bad too.
That happened to me. Oh, I've never told you this, bro. So I'll tell this story. I'll tell this because I can clip it.
You can tell by the look of me. I don't have issues when it comes to the government most of the time.
Bro. So check this out. So I'll remind me to clip this. I'm gonna clip this. So
AI clip this.
during COVID, right? Thank you. I had lost my driver's license was expiring. Okay. So what ends up happening is I'm like, okay, well, I have to get a new driver's license. So I'm just gonna go to the DMV, and I didn't have my new birth certificate because in Puerto Rico they changed it. Because what's happening is we have a huge issue with immigration from the Dominican Republic. So what happens, a lot of people they'll sell their birth certificate to the Dominicans, and then they'll claim it as, you already know the trick, right? So we've changed birth certificates 3 times. I have a yellow one, a green one, and a blue one. Like, no shit, I'll show them to you when we get to the house.
I'm so happy I grew up in America.
Puerto Rico's part of America, dick. So what ends up happening is I go to the DMV, and I go with Eric, and I go with our cousin Ed. And when we get there, I have my social and I have my birth certificate. And
It's in Spanish.
It's in Spanish, right? I walk up to the lady and I go, hey, I'm here to renew my license. And she looks at me, she goes, okay, Puerto Rico, okay, social, okay, military, okay. Is like, I need to see your green card. And he starts laughing.
Because I already know.
And dude, you just see like just a change in fucking demeanor. And I go, I'm a citizen. She goes, yeah, I understand, but I need to see your green card. And like this lady in the corner, it like turns, and it turns out it was a supervisor. And I like lean in, and granted, I'm with him and with Ed, and they're both like seeing me lean in, and Eric gets close to me like, oh, this is a ticking time bomb. I know how this is gonna go. I go, ma'am, Puerto Rico has been part of the United States since 1898, and we have been American citizens since 1910. So I don't need a green card. If you want me to translate this, I can go get this translated because I work as a certified and professional interpreter and translator. And she's like, yeah, but we still need, and I just like, I took a deep breath and I put my hands up, and the lady comes zooming in. She goes, no, you just go right here, go to this part, Puerto Rico. There's Puerto Rico. She goes, oh, it doesn't even say it's part of the United States. And Ed and him just start laughing. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, just waiting, bro. And the lady, I'm so sorry for the confusion, blah, 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 and this and that. And like, dude, that.
How do you think people from Guam feel?
That's the McGraw-Hill school system.
Dude, well, most people, when I tell them
Guam is actually part of the United States. It's a territory.
Dude, most people, when I tell them I was born, raised, and educated in Puerto Rico, they're like, yeah, what part of New York? And I'm like, no, like the island, like the fucking island. What are you smoking? So yeah, dude, it happens all the fucking time, bro. When I used to have a Puerto Rican driver's license, people were like, this is fake. I go, the fuck
I don't know
you mean this is fake?
I don't know if I still have my Puerto Rican.
It used to be laminated.
Yeah.
It used to be the cardboard laminated, dude. Fucking wild. But anywho,
they would laminate it right in front of you after you get the driver's license.
Yep. Yeah. They stopped doing that in 2010. I think in 2010 they started doing like the actual cards.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Because my shit expired
because they took your picture and they put it on the cardboard thing.
Yeah,
they just up your stuff.
They glue it and then they laminate it for you.
And then they laminate it right there, and then you have it. And I still kept my other driver's license because it wasn't expired yet. It just got me out of.
That sounds like what they had right before the CAT cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what they look like.
Because when I enlisted in the fall of 06. But I got put on reserve for 3 weeks, and then when I showed up to Leonard Wood, I was in 0 week for another 3 weeks.
At reception?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
because you didn't have the CAT card.
No, because our drill sergeants had done cycles straight, and they needed a vacation, is what we were told. Like straight from like the battalion.
Oh, so he was over in the mental ward going like,
I had a big 6 foot.
How many times he's just talking to himself in the car like, how many times I gotta tell you how to lace your fucking shoes?
No, it wasn't anything like that.
How do you know the drill sergeant was in the?
No, because they have to have time off. Like drill sergeants, they run on cycles.
I understand that by doing 6 in a row. You don't think you go a little crazy?
That's a year and a half.
It was a year and a half.
Yeah,
because it was all the reserve drill sergeants because all the active ones had deployed.
Was it
were deployed. Yeah.
Oh God, no. Yeah, that's
It's
a year and a half.
Yeah,
This
because
is
each
After
cycle
doing
is
that
5
for-
three
months.
times 6.
5 months. They all did from
Oh
red
my
to all the way to
God.
gold. We had the same drill sergeants.
So
fuck
that was like
that.
3 years.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long you are a drill
So-
sergeant.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
3 years for a drill sergeant.
Yeah,
I
it
think
used to
was
be. Used to
2
be.
when it was 2, but
know
a
who-
lot of
I know who to ask.
a
I know
lot
who
of
to
the
ask.
ones that we have, they were reservists. So they came
They
from
probably extended it when they had
Yeah.
they had that build up and they
yeah,
had
that
all the,
that's when I
yeah.
enlisted was at the
during the build up.
yeah. It was towards the end of the buildup where they were tapering
Can you
off.
imagine doing 6 of those in a row and not going crazy?
But I mean, like when I went
They
through
were
basic,
divorced. They were probably divorced after that.
Oh,
Like,
they were divorced
100%.
before.
oh my,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
disgusting shit them drill sergeants did with them fuzzies, them fuzzy women.
Dude,
Ugh,
we
ugh.
saw that a
Well, see-
lot. When I was at 14 MP, we I know
Hang
because
on, hang on,
I
hang
don't
on. When I went
understand
through
it.
boot
Hold on,
camp,
hold on.
guess what?
I don't.
We had
there was no
men-
women though.
There was no women.
Yeah, there was no women when you went into the military.
no, but in the MPs, the whole lower bay was all women. But I never understood
Where were you at? 77?
Mhm.
You were 77? Which one?
the very last building.
Delta.
Yeah.
So you were Delta 787. Oh,
Yeah.
I was Charlie 787. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so
That's
I
funny.
yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know you went to 787.
yeah.
787 is the battalion.
It was
and
the-
the brigade was the 14 MP.
It was
brigade,
the
and that was
last
Charlie company.
It was the last Vietnam buildings. After my cycle, they
they
went to
still
the
had
big
steam.
starship. Oh yeah, we had
Dude,
we
yeah.
had to wax
Yeah,
the
you
floors.
had to wax the floors.
Actually, like
Yeah.
wax.
So if you go to
Those
Leonard
are the same
now,
buildings I was in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
not
they're
even-
not there anymore.
No, they tore them down.
They tore them down because they had
They have the starships now.
in 2010, I think it was.
You had the-
they had
You had
had
the car wash, the recruit car wash. It was open showers, and what you did is you
Oh yeah, yeah.
you just
Oh yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah,
we had
yeah.
the open toilets.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. All that.
Yep,
The Vietnam
all
era
that, bro.
stuff, all of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's,
the starships are nice because it's a bay,
and there's no
right?
wax.
Hold on, for the people that don't understand, a starship is basically
It's
like
like
four
5
like
buildings.
4 or 5 buildings
Mhm.
in which one company is here, another company is here, another company is here. and
Think
it
of them
looks
like
a
small
starship.
pentagons.
Yes, like a small little pentagon. That's what a starship is. So what they used to do is, like my class was over 150 people, females and males included.
Yeah, I
And
think we had
Hold on.
130.
I think I have the answer to how long drill sergeant school.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, no, you
Did-
you
did
were
you-
right. It's 2 years, and you can extend
But
for 1. So yeah, that's
They extended him for 1
oh God, that's
because he
wild.
didn't volunteer.
That's
No,
wild.
no,
I
all the
guarantee he did
reservists.
not
No,
volunteer.
the reservists. They weren't given a choice. It was what one of our drill sergeants said was because all the active ones
Were
they were put immediately into line companies
Yeah,
and
Yes.
deployed.
Yeah.
surprised me, especially at
Yep.
Leonardwood where you used to have the MEB. the
Yep.
252.
Oh yeah,
It
Fort
did- it
Leonard
didn't
was-
ma-
yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't
Fort
ma-
Leonardwood you used to have
Yeah.
before
All of them.
MPB, and then
Yeah.
well, it was 463rd was the ForceCom.
That was the
company.
only
they
one
moved-
there.
they
Yeah, 'cause
moved
we
that.
had the circle.
Yep,
with
it was the line
yeah,
unit. The
and then that
Pepsi
was
one.
the line unit. And then if you went to 252,
That was the detachment.
The detachment where you
That
had
was
to
like
be,
the police department,
on.
basically.
Yeah, but they
Mike keeps
No, they
fucking up.
they
Hold on,
switched
my
it
bad.
when 463rd
they
got
put
back.
engineering
When we
and-
got-
and chemicals.
No.
No,
So
no,
a
that's
MEB,
all.
That's what MEB is, a mobile enhanced brigade. What a MEB
Oh,
is
okay, I wasn't
is
sure.
is you have your
Uh,
medics, so you have your
Medics,
line, your
MP.
combat people,
Yeah.
you have your medics, and you have your support people. That's why there's 4 stars. It represents the 4
different ones.
the 4
Okay.
different. So
Yeah.
then what happened was when I got to 463rd, it was a ForceCom unit. It was the only ForceCom unit. That's why everybody thought like their shit didn't stink. So then 252 was basically like the detachment where it's like you either had to be K9, you had to be MPI, you had to be SRT, or you had to go to traffic school.
Yep,
like
and you were working day shift.
And you were working day shift.
only day shift.
So you had to have one of those. So
Yeah.
if you got a ticket to 252, you won the lottery. In the
yeah, you were
MP
going to
road
a specialty
because you
school.
have to go to a specialty school.
Mhm.
You have to because they have no use for you.
Yep.
So then what happened was, well, we were, and you can help me with this.
So you
when we
specialize
were-
in traffic. You're like, okay, do
Traffic?
this.
No,
No,
Traffic law, pulling
No.
people over.
Traffic
Oh,
law,
okay,
how to
Because when you
approach a
say
vehicle.
traffic, I'm thinking of the guy in the intersection going like, "Stop."
No,
The
that's
lights not
long gone.
working.
That's long
Lights
gone.
not working.
DUI,
They don't do that anymore?
No.
breathalyzer,
Not-
drugs, search
but
and seizure, everything.
Let me be. I will caveat that in 2007 during the ice storm, but that's because power was out for most of Missouri.
I was going to say they did,
But I mean, besides
They used
that,
to
Part
do.
of it, but that's not what you get taught. Like you get taught like
no,
a
they'll
lot
put
of
you out
shit.
there and they'll be like, direct that
Okay.
shit, and
Yeah,
you
bro.
got to figure out as you're
yeah,
going.
it's a lot. You have to figure out like what laws, like if you're gonna tow a vehicle, why are you towing that vehicle? If you're gonna pull someone over, what's the safest way for you?
probable
because
cause.
If you're gonna write a
Probable
parking
cause, if
ticket,
you're gonna
what
write a
counts as
parking
double
ticket, what
parking?
counts as a
What
double
counts-
parking? What's
Yep.
the difference between this? It's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So
And
then
then
if you got to
search and seizure, I guess too.
search and seizure is basically you take a 40-hour class. I took a 40-hour class on search and seizure, and it was basically 20 to 30 hours of
I'm just saying you
basically
can't
studying.
just randomly search somebody's car.
No, you have. Well, depends.
If
On
you
a
have
federal installation, you
Yeah,
waive
you can, but
But-
if you're not,
on the army base,
yes,
on,
any MP,
no.
yeah,
On any military installation is
Well,
a
that's
federal
what I meant.
installation.
yeah, a
You
federal installation.
automatically
Yeah.
waive your Fourth Amendment when you pass through that gate.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because it is a federal installation. However, that doesn't mean that I can just nilly-willy go and
No,
do that.
you have to
what
have a
we were
reason.
taught is
They
you have
used
to
to
have
do
Probable
reasonable.
cause.
You have to have reasonable suspicion at a minimum.
Yep.
Probable cause if you're going to give a ticket and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And again, this was back in the day. But like the moment you cross a federal installation, you're waiving your Fourth
Yeah,
Amendment.
and any of the MPs can actually be like, I want to see. You can open
Yeah.
up all your doors, open up your trunk,
yeah, dude.
and you can't touch anything, but you can be like, let me look. I see a pipe right there.
Yeah.
Let's start.
So
Okay,
most
Put 'em
people
in
don't
cuffs.
know that. Most
no,
people don't know
I
that.
knew that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
but as soon as
I
you
was just
see
saying,
that though, you're gonna be like, you're gonna
on
call up the
base
soup
and-
and be like,
Correct.
I want the soup out here, and someone who's
Correct.
actually like
Correct.
certified in searching can put their hands on stuff.
And that's
I'm just saying,
and
you,
we'll clip
you have
this
the
too.
difference between on and off base
Correct. There's
Yep.
different rule settings. But what I'm saying is like
because
So-
they search my car all the time.
Well, if you're coming through the gate,
if
yeah.
you're coming through the
at the
gate, yeah, they
Yeah,
can search
no,
your gate.
yeah, it's the same.
For you
It's
to
the
come
same
in.
thing.
And I didn't
You
care
open up-
because I didn't have anything.
Well, no,
I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, but
What happens at the gate is very similar to what most MP patrolmen can do. You pop your hood, pop the trunk, open all four doors, and they walk around looking. They can't reach in and grab stuff unless they see something. That's what most people can do, unless you're certified to actually search more or you're CID or something, and you're
MPI.
actually
Criminal
like,
Investigation Division for the people that don't know. MPI, Military Police Investigator. So anyway, so when
like
we
N-
were
NICS.
in Iraq,
Naval
we
Investigation
we
Criminal
went from first we were first like the FORSCOM unit, and then we had like halfway through we did the 1st Infantry Division
Mhm.
because we used to have Long Knife X-Ray and Blackjack Mike as our landowners. Then when 1st Infantry came in, 4th MEB was put in place under the 1st Infantry Division.
Mhm.
So it was you were part of the 463rd Company
Mhm.
and you were part of the 4th Mobile Enhanced Brigade. That was a part of 1st Infantry Division.
is that when they switched out
That's when they switch out, and
all
that's
the
why
leadership
that's why
in
we
the 2 weeks?
that's
Yeah.
why we are allowed to wear the 1st Infantry Division as a combat patch and the 4th Mobile Enhanced Brigade as a combat patch because we served for over 30 days under both of those. I always
So
wear
since,
the 4th
since
MEB.
when you were in the, I'm just wondering, when you were over there
Mhm.
and it was night,
Mhm.
did you have an urge to follow the star when you're in the desert?
Eric in Iraq? No.
Where do you think the
we
Three
have-
Kings went?
we have
that actually like
You realize
I thought about that while we were over there. Like,
you realize you walked the same
Baghdad
ground.
is the heart of most
It
is,
is
like the heart of
most shit.
civilized human civilization.
Yeah.
Just being there, I was like, it snows here. What the fuck?
I remember the first time it rained.
And you get the dog shit mud,
Yeah,
and all of a
and I
sudden
was
you're
like-
6
I was
inches
like,
taller
what
as
is
you walk to the
this?
trucks.
Yeah,
That's
it
where
was
you see the
bad.
sand rivers.
Yeah. I remember the first
It's water,
time.
but it doesn't.
I
it's like
remember
sand.
I remember
Well,
I
you've probably
passed.
seen it. It's a sand river.
I remember I did Three Holy Kings. I was out on mission,
Mhm.
and we were out in sector.
Did you find Jesus when you were out on mission?
No, but I remember telling Sergeant Charles I was like on the 6th because we were on mission on the 6th. I was like, hey, it's Three Holy Kings, and he's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's
Christmas.
And he's like, what? You're in America. Like, so I'm like, actually, I'm in Baghdad.
I'm in
And
Baghdad.
fucking, for all you know, the Three
The Three Holy Kings may have walked through here.
You know,
I'm just saying, is the North Star brighter there?
I never.
There
I don't
is a lot
remember.
less light pollution there.
Yeah, at night it's wild.
Yeah.
At night, like
Yeah.
now that you think about it, yeah. But I never, I didn't
Still
know
smells
much about
like a
stars.
burning
Well, see,
dumpster,
Yeah, it
I was
smells
just wondering
horrible.
because when you're in the middle of the ocean, which there is no light pollution,
and it just looks like a giant
it
dome over you.
looks, yeah, it looks like you're in a planetarium. Like you can see all the. It looks like you can see all the stars that
Yeah,
exist.
you can
Oh, yeah.
you can see.
It-
yeah,
where
And
I
I
it
didn't
was
know
like
in
that.
the desert
Yeah,
You go far enough north in Wisconsin, you get the same thing. Because the light pollution just goes away.
Same in Puerto Rico.
Because
Like,
I
if
was
you
in
live, if you
Puerto
live on the
Rico's the
north
same
side,
way.
if you live on the north side, you can see the Atlantic.
But when you're in
you can see
Dubai,
it.
it's not the same.
Oh,
No,
really?
Well,
No, because of the city lights, I imagine.
yeah, the city, and they built that island that looked like a palm tree.
Yeah,
and,
so
Oh, okay.
I think they built the
I don't
tallest
remember in
tower in
Iraq.
the world there or something.
I remember MVGs were pretty fucking nice.
Anyway, I was
Like,
just curious when you're in the desert.
No, we didn't-
You were like,
you guys never did
we
missions with
didn't.
MVGs?
We didn't use NVGs. We did night
The
ops.
fuck?
But
How
we,
do you clear a house without MVGs?
We didn't clear houses.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Third
that
platoon
you
was
guys-
always on the
yeah,
perimeter, keeping your guys' asses safe.
that is
I'm just
true.
sitting in the truck, twiddling my
I keep
thumb for
forgetting.
4 fucking hours,
Yeah, I
going,
keep
"Can I switch
forgetting.
with you, Gunner?" And she's
I
like,
keep forgetting.
"No."
Yeah. So yeah, we technically can wear the 1st Infantry Division patch and the 4th MEB patch. I like the
I have a-
4th MEB.
I got a
patch.
question for you. Did
7
you do the
inches.
bayonet course?
I thought
We were
everybody.
the last ones to do it.
I thought
Oh, really?
everybody.
Yeah,
did
my
the bayonet
my
course.
my no. In 2006,
eliminated
my
What?
company.
In the army?
Yeah,
When the fuck are you gonna put a fucking bayonet on a weapon? Why?
When you run out of ammo, that's when.
yeah.
No, when you
the-
run out of ammo, you have a knife on you or you have your sidearm.
That's
Why are you gonna use a bayonet?
Hey,
in World War II.
You don't realize
they also had a
Trench-
sidearm.
Trench
MPs
warfare.
are the
You
only
have-
ones who had backups. Most of the infantry only had a rifle and the knife.
Really?
Yes, we are the only ones who carried pistols and long rifles, unless it was special ops. No other unit did that stuff.
I saw
was gonna
the
say, you had
infantry
one-
guys wear.
most
If
people
they
had
were
one weapon.
rangers, maybe.
I don't know if they were because they
But
had
regular,
the first ID
no,
patch.
you can listen to the unsubscribed guys because a lot of them were infantry. Like, no, we had a rifle and that was it.
Bro,
and then
that's terrifying.
So, if you had a bayonet,
Well, I had a 249. Were
Okay.
you gonna put a fucking bayonet on that?
so in my truck, because as a driver, I had my M9,
Yeah.
I had my saw, which
which is
yeah, that's all. Yeah.
the 1,000 rounds because that's a combat
Yeah.
load.
and then I had the M4, which I always traded with the gunner. Yeah,
Oh, no, I always carried a 249.
they didn't want to do paperwork in my platoon. Remember this? So we just handed weapons off, right? So
That's
at all
interesting.
times as
Which
the
you're not
driver,
supposed to
I
do.
had 3 weapons that I had access to, and the gunner had the 12 gauge shotgun, usually had a saw or had the Mark 19
Mhm.
and their 9mm. So each person in each truck had at least 3 weapons for an MP. So each MP truck carried 12 individual
Yeah, because
weapons.
it was three
So
plus 12.
there's really no need for a bayonet at that point.
Well,
No,
we
but I'm
always
just
carried
saying most
knives.
people-
We always
Yeah,
had.
oh, yeah.
We always had a
I
knife.
had
We
had
have a
6
knife
knives
here.
on me at all
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, you had. Well, I had 3. We had the seat butt cutter, and then you had a knife here in case like somebody. And this
That
is the way it
seatbelt
was
cutter
explained
did not
to us.
work.
Mine worked well because we tried it on old stuff. You had a knife here
Mhm.
because in case someone holds you,
Yep.
it's easier for you to fight right here.
Yeah.
And then you had a hidden knife on right here, which always would
On the little,
like,
and the
cut.
little flap thing there.
no. So like you had an IOTV.
Oh, okay.
So
Not
on
your
the
uniform. Your
No.
vest.
So like on my tac vest, like
Yeah.
my
Yeah, your vest,
LTV,
your vest.
we were all given like these, dude. I
They're
don't know
little
if it
hooks.
was-
I still have mine. They're like $80 a piece now. They're worth money.
Oh really?
Those seatbelt cutters, yeah.
Dude, no. I'm talking about the. We had a cold steel.
Oh, the axe? We weren't allowed to have the axe.
The axe I had on my back.
We weren't
for
the
breachy.
Third platoon was literally not allowed to have the axe.
Oh no, I had.
If they got it, they were. I don't think they
Betcher
were
and I
supposed to have
had an axe in the back for breachy. Like
Yeah.
if we have to break a door and stuff like
it.
that.
Yeah.
And then we had the side knife, and then we had the. It was like a dagger.
Yeah.
Like you.
We
could,
weren't
like, pull
issued
up
any
real
of that.
quick.
We were only issued the knife. Everything else, I bought myself. I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck
Third-
me. We got lucky then. I was
Oh, dude,
blessed. I didn't realize.
I had
that.
to buy my. I didn't get any like.
I thought everybody did the same shit we did. I
Mm.
never realized that.
No, my NCOs screwed us, and when it came in for the new supply shit, they took mine because I was not around, and they claimed my stuff for them, so I had to go buy my own shit, all of it.
No, I had a knife here.
So,
I
no,
my
I
cut
had-
here.
I had-
seatbelt
I had
collar is the
6
same one we use.
It's a
for
gut
the-
hook.
It's a gut
It's
hook.
the same thing
It's
you
just a
use
gut
to
hook.
zip a
I mean, it's
deer.
the
a
same one
little-
we
it's
use
like
for
a
the-
little.
for parachute cutting. cord.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
It's the same
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same one.
Yeah,
Which it's a
same thing.
flap. It's a flap, and then you can put. It's a flap that you open, and then you put your thumb
Because
in,
they have a flight
and you
vest.
pull it up. Yeah.
And
And,
they
then
go-
you cut
you
it.
go like-
Yeah, you just cut it.
So yeah, I had at least 2
me see if I can
fast
pull it
flick
up.
Kershaws
It's probably the same vest, but
that
we call
were
it a flight
an
vest.
inch, that were an inch and a half to 3 inches. And then on my thigh rig with my pistol, I had my 6-inch
Yeah. Here you go.
SOG knife.
There you go.
And it doesn't even look like that anymore.
That's kind of what it looks like.
it's
Oh, it's
look-
this one right here. This is the exact one I
Yep.
had. Yep, the Benchmade.
Look,
Okay,
$70 now.
Ours look a little bit different.
I-
But the concept is the same
yeah.
thing.
I'll send you a picture of it. It's
Yeah.
just hanging
Look,
out in my
the
room.
little
Yeah.
hook. You put your finger in, and then you can pull out and like cut it and whatnot. That's what we
See,
used to have.
ours had a handle.
No, that's
with
a
a
little
hook.
handle.
No,
That's
no,
where
it
you
had
put
a-
your
a
thumb.
regular-
like a knife handle.
Like a knife handle.
Oh no.
It's,
I
it's
don't
probably
have it on
it'll look more like a straight one.
We had
Yeah, no,
that.
I
we had
had-
one of those too to break
'cause,
windows in case
like I
people got
said-
stupid with us.
like I
at
told
Jim
you
We
Hortons.
didn't
earlier,
have that one.
Window breaker.
We didn't do any hands-on martial arts. Like there's no jujitsu, so I went off post and I paid for knife training courses from a Salat instructor.
Oh,
They didn't
that's-
show you
that's
knife
wild.
stuff in the army.
No, we had I think maybe a week of combatives, and that was it for our whole train up.
That's it.
And for
Really?
OSIT,
Yeah.
it was the same thing.
That's how I started doing jujitsu. The reason I started doing jujitsu, and I'll probably clip this
But
too.
there were
But
no-
the reason I started doing jujitsu was because I saw Jason Powell like, rolling with people, and like he was just fucking everybody up like one after another. And I'm like, man, it's fake. They probably. And then when I first started doing jujitsu in 2010, like I realized real
Yeah,
fucking quick, like, oh no, this isn't a fluke. Like people just don't know how to fight. Like in
Yeah.
Yeah,
reality.
see,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
that when he rolled with me in Baghdad.
he was
he-
training for a fight too.
No, he wasn't training for a fight. He wasn't even belted yet. He was figuring out how to do stuff, but he was also inadvertently letting out his rage on whoever he was rolling with.
Yeah. Well, the
Growing up- no,
divorce-
no.
the
That sounds
divorce
about
story.
right.
He went through a
Yeah,
whole lot
that
of
sounds
he
right.
like
I
don't
know a
blame him
lot
for
about
it.
Powell.
I don't blame him
Yeah.
for it, but growing up in a way where my family did that to me as a
Yeah.
child,
Yeah.
I knew if I'd have stuck with him, something bad
Something
would have
that
happened.
Yeah.
So, but I fucking love the dude because what he did for me was we were in between the shoes and it's seared in my brain. He pulls out this ID and he's fat as fuck in the ID
Yeah.
and he's swollen
Yeah.
and red and he's like
his
head is as round as yours is right now.
Yeah.
And he
I
shows
remember
it, and
this.
it's the first time ever in my life that an adult is like, change is a choice.
Yeah.
And I looked at that, and after I saw it, that's when I went to roll with him. But as soon as he stuck his feet in my mouth and I bit him and I walked away, just like I was like, I will do something stupid if I keep coming back here. But he broke down and killed the part of me that needed to, that like, no, this is what works.
Powell was
But
really cool in the sense of like everybody was like, and this is a thing that I talk with Charles about, because like everybody I noticed, everybody always talked about shit about people behind their backs, and that was like
You'd say it to
really
your face.
that was like really weird to me because I was like, why are you saying like shit like what you said to his face?
Yeah, that
And like
happened in
everybody's
the
like, oh,
Navy.
you don't do that. That's disrespect. I'm like, but it's still disrespect.
It's still
Like it's
disrespect.
still disrespectful because you're just being a pussy. And then I was the type that I just say things and I wasn't trying to be
See,
mean
that
or
was
anything.
my problem in the
Yeah,
Navy, too.
that
I
was
would
that
say
was a big
things.
problem that him and I had and like a bunch of people had because we were like, why would you say something negative when you don't really have something like this is the rule that I learned and I was like as a kid I learned this. If you don't say it to their face, you probably should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right. So that was my thing with Powell. And I remember when I got in trouble, I got put on the talk for a while. And I remember, bless his heart, God bless him in heaven, Sergeant Ernst. I remember one day I was like, what the fuck is, because Powell came in and he started like throwing and kicking shit because he was pissed about something. And Ernst came and calmed him down. And I was at the talk and I was like, dude, what's his problem? And Sergeant Ernst like looked at me. He goes, whose problem? And I was like, Sergeant Powell's. And he's like, how would you feel if your wife took out a house and then you have to pay it? And the only way that you can afford it is you got to go to war. And like he made a bunch of other comments.
Yeah.
And I just stood there and I was like, I would burn the house down. And he laughed. And he's like, so now you understand why. And I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
like,
that person.
That's
Like, fuck that person.
like I said,
that's
yeah.
fucked up,
for the
Well, see, I had a similar thing because I was an E5 at the time and he was E6. He was in charge. He was an E6. And I had to keep explaining stuff that I thought was basic stuff that I made sure everybody knew that worked under me because it made my job easier if they knew.
amazing how that works.
Yeah.
It's almost like
'Cause
that's
it-
how it should fucking be. But,
And I had to
What do
explain
we
all
know?
this stuff that I thought he should already know. And then a chief in E7 come up to me and he goes, what's the problem? He goes, he's in my fucking way.
because
Because I had to go through him for everything.
That's what the 463rd became like after we got back from deployment.
Yeah, everything changed.
And
like,
then
dramatically.
like
we
3
literally
days-
went from being soldiers to being numbers.
and then
didn't
like
think
3
about it like
days
that.
later, they moved him somewhere else. And
See,
they
that-
left
Yeah,
me there.
They wouldn't do that. They would move the Joes. They would move
Yeah.
lower enlisted. Like that's what happened to me when I told what I
See,
said.
that's
to
what I thought was
Sergeant
going to
Major.
happen. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
you-
I'm going to be doing.
if-
I'm going to be working in the
Yeah,
galley
I
next.
got, like-
I'm guess what?
I
But
got
that was the
lucky.
truth. He asked me
I
what
got
the
lucky though.
he asked me what the problem was, and I was truthful.
Yeah, you're the problem.
It's like
This
the
is what you're
E6
doing.
is the problem.
Yeah.
You're the E7.
Yeah.
The E6 is a problem.
So if you said that at our company, people would then label you,
So
oh, that's
I thought-
disrespectful. And I'm
Mhm.
like, how am I being disrespectful if I'm being honest to you and I'm talking to you in a
And-
very tactful manner?
I wasn't
I'm
yelling.
not saying
I wasn't
fuck
yelling.
you.
at
Yeah, I'm not saying fuck you. You're a dumb asshole, Sergeant. No, I'm saying Sergeant, this and this and this and this. And people did like, dude, the Sergeant Major when I got moved from the company in 4 hours.
So I thought it was going to be gone.
Yeah.
So let me
That's
ask
what I
you,
thought.
how would DEI start to change the military? It would
I
have to
wouldn't know.
change the people that enforce the culture of the military.
Yeah, but
first.
that's what anything. Like once you
No,
change
but
the
that's-
culture,
that's where it starts. Is
Yeah.
where
That
they
happened
talk
in the
about-
company,
is that
too.
about 2010, 2011, where the people that were actually doing their jobs were actually getting pushed to the side and pushed out, and the people that were actually having fun and drinking and going out with the
What do you think
leadership on
happened
the
at Dis-
weekends.
What do you think happened at Disney?
I don't
In what
want
sense?
to. I don't want to know what those videos are.
the views
Thank-
expressed on this podcast.
I'm just saying
So
they
I-
changed the
it's-
leadership and the movies changed.
Well, that's
The
Oh yeah, but that's
the
what we're
CEO
talking
that-
about.
that's
It's the
exactly what I
same
mean.
exact
they
thing.
changed the leadership in the part of the military that enforces the military culture, the military
Do you
police.
remember?
You change it to a bunch of DEI things and people that are just there because they're either friends with someone way more than they should be,
or there are.
or they're that.
We saw that a lot.
Yeah.
We know
And
of a
then-
sergeant major.
And
bro.
now, and then you start with seeing it, and you can see how it cascades downhill to all of a sudden Pete Hegseth in this fall going, no,
excuse you, Daddy Warsec.
Daddy Warsack, my bad.
Department of the War.
And he goes, no more
From
fat,
now
no
on,
more.
This is
like-
hold on. We got to clip this. From now on, Pete.
Dude,
I can't say it. without
I've been
laughing.
out of the military for 15 years, and I watched that. And
Daddy
at the end of that,
Warsack.
I had to go do a workout. I was just like,
what,
Where
what do
was-
you mean? What are you talking about? When he
you didn't listen to his speech to,
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
did
generals?
Tuesday, the one he, yeah.
No, the,
Yeah.
the
I
one,
think that could have been an email. I'm gonna be real honest. I was excited because it's like I was. Well, hold on. I was confused. Well, for the people that don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about like the speech that he gave on a Tuesday. That was a surprise that he did in Quantico, in the
yeah,
Marine Corps base.
he pulled
Yeah.
all the generals.
Yeah, he
in.
called the generals, and
So-
I was really confused because I'm like, first of all, I was like, that could have been an email.
So
First of all, but I was very confused because I was like, what are you
Here's-
talking about? We take a PT test 2 times
No,
a year.
but this,
And yeah, that's when you explained this shit to
I was
me.
like, if you put it out in an email, people can just ignore the email and
That's
keep
true.
doing what they're doing. You put it on national TV with all the faces of the leadership showing that they heard your exact words. You can't go behind his back and fudge with that PT score anymore like they have been to pass these fatties and
I
stuff.
never knew that was a thing. I never then. And here's the funny thing, right? When I talk to a
And
couple
he's-
of my friends that are retiring or they retired just recently, everybody's like, oh, everything's good. You know, I'm just not in love with it anymore. And then when that came out, I talked to them, and they were like, bro, it's been happening for a while. I go, what do you mean it's been happening for a while? Oh, dude, you have these people that they come in and they're friends with somebody and they
And
don't
it
have to do a
started
PT
in
test.
2010,
Yeah,
2011.
or hey, we're
Yep.
gonna do a PT
If you were
test.
E7 or above, you
Yes,
always
you
got
do a
the
PT
same
test.
score.
Yeah,
I was
so,
like,
that happened in our day
Are
too.
you-
so that
are
was
you
see, I
PT
never
se-
saw that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never
yeah.
saw that
Oh, yeah.
because I know
PT
when we would do a
separately.
PT test, it wasn't E6.
That's how you
and
know
above.
which platoon was sent to do dirty shit and which platoon was the pride of
wild.
the company.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
The E7s and above and the officers have their own.
Yeah, their own PT test. That's what they told me. But we never saw that. When I took a PT test, at least my experience,
Now when
the
I was
E7
deployed,
was there, the E6 was there, everybody was there.
Now when I was
No, that-
deployed, they all got together because we only had one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody had a PT that day, and
I-
you know who
It's
was
real
lying.
clear who's
And then-
lying.
it's like,
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
remember
didn't make the
before
same
we
scores
deployed,
last year. Well, how the
when we
fuck
worked
that happened?
patrol, when the PT test came around, like it was like, no, you showed up for
Roll call.
roll call PT or whatever, and it was like the squad leader was like, looked around, push ups, sit ups. We did the PT test. Or at the very least, only the privates actually had to take it.
Never,
yeah.
never, never.
That never happened to
second
me.
platoon.
Now-
That
now-
never
never
happened to me.
happened, bro.
now add to that
Never,
with
bro.
an
Never.
ADHD semi-autistic guy who's sitting there for 8 hours a day watching the patterns go back and forth and goes, why don't we do this? I don't like that guy. What'd you find in my packet that I didn't know about? All that
yeah.
paperwork to send me to be a recruiter, I had no idea was even back there.
Oh yeah, when we did your stuff, I found like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I had
remember
no
that. You were like,
idea.
"How the fuck do you know that?" I'm like, "I know how to read these." Yeah, dude, it's wild to me when I hear stories like this because like that was not my experience. Like, dude,
No.
when I did the
I'm just
gaff,
saying, most of the time you wouldn't see
No, because
Because
it's hidden
I
in
never saw it.
paperwork.
Yeah,
Well,
I never saw
in
it.
the Navy, the E7s. That's when you do. There's a uniform change. You wear khakis.
Mhm.
But before that, you don't wear khakis. I mean, now you do. You wear
That's
khakis with
different
black
than the Army.
pants, and then when you make E7, you wear khaki pants with your khaki shirt.
You see, the Army, it's the
wild.
same uniform, just a different rank.
No,
That's wild.
They would change the uniform at E6
No, it's not.
to E7.
When you make NCO, you get gold stripes. You get your yellow stripes on your blues.
Well,
You
yeah,
get your yellow stripes.
But the
I think
uniform
he's
that-
talking about the everyday uniform, like ACUs.
Oh, your AC. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay. My
everyday
bad.
So
my
they
bad,
actually have
my
a
bad.
whole different uniform than their other ranks.
Okay.
Weird.
So,
It's
and when they
weird.
did that, there was a mental separation.
Mm.
You're not part of us anymore. You're wearing a different uniform.
Yeah, no, you're an authority figure now. You're above them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yep.
I would have problems with that because I knew this guy's an E6.
That's
and
part
he's
of the
like-
Stanford prison experiment.
And he would go like, hey,
Great read.
blah, 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 blah. And I was like, listen, I'm in charge. You're just a figurehead. And he didn't like that.
Yeah, most people don't.
Mhm.
Do you remember
Because
by
that
any
was
chance?
the truth. When you're in E7, you're riding a desk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It happens to everybody once you
Yeah,
make
it's like you just-
yeah, staff position,
You just take the heat for the shit that I do.
Yep,
That's what you
pretty
do.
much.
That was your job.
or you cover me or throw me under the
And
bus.
You
sign
don't
paperwork
tell
and
me
make sure
what
nothing
to
goes
do.
missing.
Speaking of staff, do you remember Sergeant Major Flanoid?
The name sounds so familiar. I should.
Battalion, attention,
Oh, was that during Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Oh, it sounds so
Da, 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 da.
familiar.
dude. We'll talk about it some other time, gentlemen. This has been fun. but
Anyway,
it's
I
been
just wanna
almost 2
mention-
hours.
I just want to mention the Three Kings. It was very important. Very
Three Kings, January 6th. If the eve of three Kings or the Three Magi, how I said earlier,
Magi.
early, is horrible. As always, Cody, it's always fucking fun having you.
You're a
And-
really good king. Too.
And if you're seeing this, start watching. Go ahead and go.
You took your
hit
crown
like.
off. What the hell?
I did. It was bothering me. If you're watching this, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Pay attention to our upcoming series about Medal of Honor recipients. We'll be doing a lot of episodes of those every week. For the upcoming year, for this year, we're going to be doing a lot of like Medal of Honor reads and stuff like that, and the history of it, because it's something that we both like. We geek out about it. So to everybody that's listening, thank you so much for listening. Hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you
Happy
back
New Year.
again pretty soon. Happy New Year if you're just tuning in, and happy Three Holy Kings.